Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine! Gook, go time on a Tuesday morning. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday, and your boy's flying high this morning. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Oh, man alive. Some days are just meant for you, boys and girls. My Hawks, they storm back from down 12 going to the fourth, and they take game 2 of their series with the Knicks. And I'm going to get all my celebrating in now before Grumpy Pants arrives in about an hour. You feel me, E.T.? Good morning, my friend.
What's up, I said,
He's down in the dumps in there, gang. You know this when you're just starting to play golf and you're showing your signs of improvement. You always have that one junk around you throw in the middle and you can't hit the golf ball. Is that where we're at today, E?
That's where I'm at.
Yeah. He's down. You hear it in his voice, huh?
The club may have been Matt Everett a time or two yesterday.
He everyed it. By the way, we'll have brunch for the tour today. Not a good look for Max Homa this weekend. Remember when Sergio Garcia tore up the tee box at Augusta, and we said that Homa weighed in and that golfers have an extra, obligation. You got to be careful. We look like we're, spoiled. Then he hit a bad shot this weekend at Hilton Head and threw his club. Hey, man. We talked the walk part we forgot about a little bit. There's PGA news this morning. Brunch for the tour will be fun today, not just making our picks for the upcoming week. I believe it's a team time. I believe they go to New Orleans for that team event, but we will get you all caught up on the latest from the PGA Tour. It includes schedule changes, and there's changes coming on the PGA Tour. Meanwhile, the LIV is giving the definite appearance of a league that is about to fold. But we'll get into more of that as we move along. Certainly, it's not top of mind this morning. NBA playoffs, another terrific set of games last night. Had a couple upsets for the road teams. I mentioned my Hawks. They come from 12 back to beat the Knicks last night. Quote of the night. So C.J. McCollum just ripped the Knicks a new one last night. He just took over. He had another 30-point game. I think he had 28 in game 1. He's been an unbelievable find for Atlanta. He was almost a throw-in in the Trae Young trade. But he's just gone off at Garden like 2 games in a row. So reminiscent of Ice Trae and tearing that building down a few years back, and the Knicks fans have thoroughly embraced him as a big-time villain. In fact, they would chant in their right-on-brand vulgarity, bleep Trae Young, we'll just put it that way. So as C.J. McCollum got going last night and hit big shot after big shot after big shot, the chants started bleep C.J. Quote of the night. C.J. McCollum, by the way, is just a soft-spoken, easygoing dude. And after the game, after he helped lead the Hawks to a victory, he said, "I'm not a villain. I got 2 kids and a wife. I'll just take it as a sign of respect." So Hawks get a 1-point win. Knicks had a ball in the air, chance to win on a final shot. Mikal Bridges rims it out, and from 12 down, I think it's only the second time the Knicks have blown a 12-point lead going into the fourth. The last time, Reggie Miller in that famous fourth quarter, his comeback and Knicks collapse, and that was 30 years ago. So Hawks get it back to even. They'll play game 3 in Atlanta on Thursday, and so technically with home court advantage. But if I remember the Knicks from last year's postseason, didn't they do the same thing? Weren't they road warriors? I feel like they would lose games at the Garden last year on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals. Although they did lose to the Pacers at home and didn't recover, ended up losing that series, and they watched Indiana go on to the NBA Finals. But there have been a lot of guys have hit key shots to break Knicks fans' hearts through the years, and C.J. McCollum adds his name to that list with a really outstanding game. The Hawks are a good team. I mean, they're my team, so I'm going to look at them a little more favorably. They're a good team, and like I said when this started, this series is going to go 7. They're good. They're going to run. They're going to match them athlete for athlete. Who makes, I would imagine, in a game 7, Madison Square Garden powder keg. That'd be a tough get for Atlanta, but man, if they can go home now and win a couple in a row, we'll see. It just adds to my Braves. Doesn't matter what the score is. You can turn it on. Oh, no, we're down 2-0. Final score 9-4. They're just rolling like a steamroller right now. And this is just, I didn't see this coming at all. At all. So we got lots of sports talk when it comes to the national scene. But here locally, the attention remains on the draft and the beginning of the offseason program. Yeah, the guys back at the stadium yesterday, and you're going to get to hear this hour from Liam Cohen, from Josh Allen, and right now from Trevor Lawrence. Look, it's not game week. You're not grinding over a road test at Houston. It's the middle of April. We won't have a football game for months. But according to now their leader and their quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, it's an important stretch, and it started yesterday.
Super important. You know, there's all the rules and guidelines and all the stuff where you can't practice competitively against each other for a while. So that's the best time, I think, to have that structure and practice where it's all about fundamentals, technique, you know, as far as all the stuff that we can control in offense, the operation, making sure we're clean, operating quickly and doing all that stuff at the line of scrimmage and practicing all the things that, you know, when you do start to practice against each other and get competitive, that some of that stuff can kind of slip a little bit. So I think now is the time to hone in on all the details and kind of iron out all the stuff in our system and get guys along that might need some help as far as they're learning it for the first time or whatever it is. There's a lot of chemistry throw into think about routes and timing. And, you know, now is kind of the best time to do all that before it gets really competitive and you're going against each other.
Yeah, look, the table is set for some real growth this year. They bring so many guys back. I mean, just imagine last year. It's a complete changing of the playbook. Even the guys who were carryovers, and obviously that was the majority, they got to learn a whole new system. They got to learn the personality of their coaches. They've got to learn a new itinerary. They have to out with the old, personality and coaching style, in with the new, better embrace it or get left behind. And so now you start this year without all of that. Now you're layering. I mean, listen, Liam Cohen's brain is a lot bigger than last year's one season. So there are a lot of reasons to be encouraged. The really only missing piece from the offense is Travis Etienne. Really is. There's really only one missing piece from the defense, and that's Devin Lloyd. The Etienne piece could be in-house. Maybe it's coming in the draft. Who knows? I think they'll find a way to ground out enough rushing yards. I said it before. I don't know if we ever settled on a dime bet per se. But I would predict the Jaguars would have just as many rushing yards next year as they had this year. And I don't mean to minimize Travis Etienne, or is it Achane? To whatever impact and terrific role he had here. He was a good first-round pick. Couple playoff appearances, multiple 1,000-yard rushing seasons. You know, when you draft a running back in the 20s, that's what you hope for. Won't be easy just to, plug and play a guy who would give you Travis Etienne's production. But that's not to say there aren't skill sets that could yield as much. So whether or not that is Bashal Tutin or Chris Rodriguez, we'll see. Well, back to the original point. They come together this year with so much more momentum. Last year they were in the starting gates. Now on this marathon, they're reaching the 2-3 mile mark and they're feeling pretty good. So they'll keep it layering. Liam Cohen doesn't have a whole bunch of new people to address when he met them yesterday. And you're going to hear from Coach when we come back the next segment. I love to follow the 7-round mock drafts because I just like to see what players fall. And it's interesting when you look at as many mock drafts as we have and we do here on the program. Same names pop up. Sometimes it's different spots. We did a 7-rounder yesterday where the Jags' first pick in round 2, their only pick in round 2, was a linebacker from Texas, Anthony Hill Jr., right? I'm looking at a 7-rounder today. The Jags' second pick goes to a tight end, Eli Stowers. But in round 3 with the 81st pick, guess who? Anthony Hill Jr., linebacker, Texas. Let's see. Genesis Smith, a safety in round 3. Arizona product, another name that I've seen mocked at various spots on the Jaguars 11-pick roster. But here's the way this one shook out just for giggles. They go tight end round 2. This is a CBS mock draft. And this is not from the sweatshop, by the way. I should clarify. I think maybe Trapasso, who Hicken dubbed a different name, I'm not sure he's with them anymore. Might be worth a bolo on Trapasso, who Hick famously calls Dumbasso. Cornholio. We are Beavis and Butthead. Makes sense. All right. Tight end Eli Stowers, Vanderbilt, their first pick, round 2. With the 81st pick, let's go by total. With the 81st pick, it's Anthony Hill Jr. That's a linebacker. So, again, let's focus on position rather than name. We've got tight end. We've got linebacker. That second, third-round pick, number 88 overall, goes to an edge. It's an edge rusher from Auburn, Kieran Crawford. Weigh in, Tiger fan. Safety Genesis Smith with that 100th pick. Into the 4th round, it's Brian Parker II. That's an offensive tackle from Duke. A guard from Texas, DJ Campbell in round 5. A D lineman from Penn State, Zane Durant in round 5. Here's a 6th-round flyer on a quarterback where I don't have a problem. They go Cade Klubnik, which would be another Clemson QB in the QB room. I still would be kind of surprised if they used a draft pick on a quarterback, but not shocked. But they have Klubnik there, the Clemson product. Then with 3 picks in around 7, we go D-line, Nick Barrett, South Carolina. We go running back, Jam Miller from Alabama. I do not think the Jags will wait till round 7 for a running back. I think there's a lot more urgency at that running back position. I think if truth be told, and you got those guys in a room, that would be the position they would say they did not address as they wanted to. I believe the losses and defection of ETN was expected. I think they expected more of a splashy impact in their replacement than what they landed on in Chris Rodriguez, which to me would up the urgency a little bit in the draft. But 11 picks and a variety there, but for the most part, we got a linebacker, we got an edge, we got a safety, we got an interior lineman, another interior lineman. It's split pretty evenly. By the way, the last pick would be Jordan Hudson, a wide receiver out of SMU. And as I mentioned, you will hear from Liam Cohen when we come back on the other side. We'll take our first time out on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Looking forward to bringing it home with you today. We have Brunch with the Tour. Stewie Moore will be in studio with us. We'll set the table for all things the PGA Tour. Won't be long. We're off to our second major of the year. And that will be the PGA coming up in May. So fine-tuning till then. We will set the format for it. It's a little bit different this week with the team event at the Zurich Classic. We got Gator basketball news. One of those on the fence has taken a step to one side or the other. We'll fill in those details and more, get you up and rolling on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Thanks for being up with us. The text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures is open at 641-1010.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm dancing. Let's go. You gotta love this, don't you? I like this kind of party. I love you, man. You can't do this when something wrong with you. Best feeling in the world.
Celebrate sports and life with 1010XL.
Hey, Hickett here. Oh, buddy, it's my turn now. TopDressing.com coming to do my lawn, baby. Look, I met with their staff, salt-of-the-earth guys, locally operated right here in Jax. Heck, I've been troubled just like you by the St. Augustine grass since I've lived here. I can't wait to have their proprietary process go to work for me. I'm chatting with them now to get on the schedule. It's easy, and you can too. You want to truly transform your lawn, look like a golf course, call today for a free estimate, and top dress your lawn like the pros with TopDressing.com.
Hey, gang, you might be aware credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payment, so they're getting nowhere. But here's what many homeowners don't realize. That use the equity in your home. You can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash, and with Loan Pronto's rapid equity loan, you can pay off your credit cards, your existing HELOC, your car loans, get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved, saved over $1,500 a month. And here's the best part with Loan Pronto. You can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long, drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com, see how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto. 2,800 five-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. That's 904-999-1508 or loanpronto.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
If you want more teal in your daily diet, Jaguars Today with Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony. Exclusive guests, sharp analysis, and nonstop Duval football. Served by Renewal by Anderson, custom windows and doors. 10 to noon weekdays on 1010XL.
Here's hoping for a raise the roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
David Garrard here, and once again, I'm reporting good news about how good my knees are doing following PRP treatment at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. For an old quarterback like me, my knees are in great shape.
You don't have to be a celebrity or a professional athlete to appreciate the everyday personal attention you'll receive at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. For any orthopedic need, call on the pros at SOS.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
You love your land, and you have plans for it. During Kubota Orange Days, you'll love the great deals on their versatile, reliable lineup, helping you turn dream projects into reality. Visit your Kubota dealer today for the best deals of the year. Now through June 30th, 0 down and up to 84 months financing available. And save up to $3,500 off select compact tractors. Sale ends soon. Stop by your local dealer or go to GoKubota.com. Coastal Equipment on New Kings Road and in McClenny.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Back on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Big toys for big boys. So much more. You can count on my Brandon Pards over there at Catlin Truck Accessories. Going to get to Sablene Cohen here in just a sec. We have Gator basketball news. Somewhat surprising. Ruben Chinyelu announcing he's going to test the NBA waters. Now, he'll keep his college eligibility, so don't freak out too much. This is the exact same thing Chinyelu and Condon did last year. Walter Clayton did it the year before, so they'll often just try and get a gauge. Chinyelu is, ranked, I think, like a 37th best prospect. Man, I love Ruben Chinyelu. He's really good Gators, great defensive player. He's not an NBA guy, man. Just doesn't have the offensive game to play in the league, and he won't look as big and overpowering in the NBA as he does in college basketball. Now, look, he's got a lot of athletic ability. I mean, maybe you try and make him, but the problem is the offensive side. Like Chinyelu at his best, you make him a 4, not a 5 at the NBA. Because, foot speed, we saw how he, was a Phylon. He D'd up in that Alabama game that impressed everyone. He was the National Defensive Player of the Year. So that is certainly a facet of basketball that should allow you some opportunity. But I don't know if Chinyelu is expecting, he's going to get a projection of a mid-second rounder, and we'll see if that's enough. But by testing the waters, I'm pretty sure these college kids can go to the combine. They can work out, and then there's a deadline. They have to pull their name out of the draft, and they can go back to college. So if I'm Chinyalu and want to keep playing basketball, just be careful, man. You can go back to Gainesville and make a couple $1 million and make another run at a national title. And I'm not trying to, guide another man's life. Those are his decisions. He may be ready to get on with it. See if he can make the NBA. And if he can't, I think he has the designs on being a surgeon or something. I believe it is. But, don't be Charles Bediako. Don't test the waters, leave, get undrafted, sign a deal, play G League, and then decide, oh, man, I wish I hadn't done that. They're not going to allow you just to, get that second or third chance. But Chinyalu will test the waters. It's the same deal with Thomas Houck, and I continue to hear 50-50 on him. These guys are each gauging different numbers. And there's also the projection. It can be a dangerous game projecting where you're going to go next year. Like, I'll give you a decision that I don't understand, why. By all accounts, the Miami Hurricanes offered Ty Simpson $6.5 million to transfer from Alabama to Coral Gables. $6.5 million. He's got to be a top 35 pick in this year's NFL draft to realize just that amount in a deal. So, these decisions these guys are making now that the money is there at the college level are a little bit surprising to me. Unless you're just, boom, you're going to be the number 5 pick. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. So we'll see. I got this little bit of Gator news to transition to football, but we mentioned this briefly yesterday. Yesterday was Steve Spurrier's birthday. He turned 81 years old yesterday, and Spurrier's certainly known for a bunch. He's the godfather of Gator football, that's for sure. And look, success numero uno. That's what you remember Steve Spurrier for. All the winning that went on in Gainesville, the prolific fun and gun offenses. But, man, a close second was that sassy mouth of his. When it came time to throwing barbs, he reveled in the gamesmanship. Sometimes it was lighthearted, and sometimes it was pointed and said with vitriol. Certain things and teams that he made fun of, he literally didn't like. Others, it was more playful. But SI did something cool. They went back and they picked 5 of their favorite Spurrier quotes from back in the day. You'll remember some of these. But he talked about, I believe it was after the FSU game where he was getting hit late. Spurrier was furious, and Werfel just get up and dust himself off and keep going. And Spurrier described it like this. I think Danny's sort of like a New Testament guy. He gets slapped upside the face. He turns the other cheek. He says, Lord, forgive them. They know not what they do. I'm probably more of an Old Testament guy. You spear our guy in the ear hole, and we think we're supposed to be able to spear you in the ear hole. That's how we're a little different. 1 year in the offseason when he was dominating Tennessee, this is one you'll remember. Spurrier was on the alumni trail and at a Gator meeting. Didn't pull punches. This one was actually about Auburn. He said, did you see that a dormitory caught on fire there at Auburn destroyed 20 books? He said the real tragedy, 15 hadn't been colored in yet. Spurrier went 8-4 against Tennessee, and he went 4-0 against Peyton Manning. So just famously, he would send them off as the second-place representative of the SEC, which at that time went to the old bowl game in Orlando. It was the Citrus Bowl, and Spurrier famously once said, you can't spell citrus without UT. Coaches don't run it like this anymore, do they? After that scandal at the Foot Locker at Florida State, he took to calling FSU Free Shoes University for a couple of years. And then one go-to that he always liked to use when things went their way, and that was, God smiled on the Gators today. 81 years old, Steve Spurrier. He wasn't shy about Billy Napier, too. Spurrier's no dummy. After they lost to Miami in 2024, whatever we're doing, that's up to the head coach over there, Billy Napier. Man, do something different. I don't care what it is, something different. After Florida scored 33 points in losses to USF, LSU, and Miami this year, Spurrier said, I guess we need to learn how to score on defense since the offense can't. After Napier's firing, it was sad to see, but not a shock. Coach is only good as their record. Liam Cohen's record, pretty doggone good in year one. The Jags have instituted, right? That was one of their catchphrases, 3 better, 3 best. By the way, if you're wondering what that means, 3 best would be your high priority things, 3 most important tasks that have accomplished, make the day a success. And then 3 better means more of a long-term or medium priority. Select 3 tasks that contribute to your long-term goals or career growth. Think studying rather than firefighting. Well, James Gladstone, Liam Cohen, in their messaging and their exit interviews, laid down their 3 better, 3 best with the team. Come to find out, Liam Cohen has a boss.
We obviously talk about, a few areas in which you want to continue to grow. I think one being, as a first-year coach, you're so concerned with the time management piece, and not just in your day-to-day, but also on game day, and what that looks like. Trusting the people around you and coming to the conclusions and not looking back, and whatever decision you make, to live with it and to not dawn on it too much and worry about what you did. And sometimes I think as coaches, we have a tendency, especially myself, to look at too many of the negative things, and you start harping on that. And ultimately, you can only do your best.
So that's a Shad Khan. That's a part of Shad Khan's 3 better, 3 best with Liam Cohen. As you know, look, it's a big machine. It's got all be humming, working, and weren't the Seahawks a perfect example of that last year? Just a perfect example. Just a long 17-road season, did everything they needed to do, played great on both sides of the ball, won the division, the home field, took care of business, went to the Super Bowl and won it. Well, I'll give you a 3 better, 3 best. I need to go 3 best. I need urgent priority here, and that's on the running game. Listen, I've told you, I know that the Jags aren't, hey, I don't want to say they're not thrilled with what they did. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a little lower than what they shot in fine-tuning that running back room outside the run game. What needs to improve offensively, Coach Cohen, for a team that, I'll remind you, set a franchise record in scoring 1 year ago?
Yeah, I think explosives versus negatives, right? Like, how many negative plays do you have per game versus explosives per game? That's something we're always looking at. It's hard to execute 10, 11, 12 play drives without something bad happening or a negative play occurring, and what a negative play actually does to a drive. And then also improving in situational football, specifically third down on offense and defense, and also in the red zone. On both offense and defense in terms of scoring touchdowns versus not allowing your opponent to score touchdowns. So you look at, hey, how can we be more explosive, limit some of those negative plays, whether it be by penalty, sack, negative yard rush, and then get better in third down and red zone are definitely some areas we're looking to improve upon.
All right, still more this hour from Liam Cohen. When we return, we got Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence. The boys are back in town. The offseason program beginning yesterday. The draft certainly a focus coming up at the end of the week. Got a lot more draft talk as we move through on this Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. You are listening to The Drill.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Feel the roar of the Jaguars.
It's Duval right now, man. DTWD Duval till we die.
On the home of the Jaguars, 1010XL, 92.5 FM.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. You want to see the greatness of the NFL? Watch this week. There hasn't been a game in 3 months. There won't be a game for another 5 months. Yet everybody will be talking about the NFL draft, which means talking about the NFL. It's the biggest sports entertainment spectacle in U.S. history, and it just keeps getting bigger. Free agency and the draft and OTAs, we never quit talking about it. That's why the NFL is great. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealerships. Frank Frangie here. Nimnik Buick GMC is proud to be Jacksonville's #1 Buick GMC dealer. How do they earn that? By treating you right. I was just in there. I promise you they treated me right. They'll always treat you right. Courtesy, respect, and fairness. That sounds like a cliche, but it really is part of Nimnik's treating you right guarantee, and I'm an example of it. I love going over there, and I really do trust them. So if you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle or a new vehicle, head to Nimnik today. Better selection, better prices. Who delivers both? Nobody but Nimnik. Head there today. GMC, we are professional grade.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
Meta World Peace. What's up, man?
Nah, that's not my name anymore, thanks to Hard Rock Bet.
we're doing this again, are we?
Now I go by meta, over rebounds, under assists, method of first basket, free throw, piece.
Huh, so you really can same-game parlay practically anything now on Hard Rock Bet.
It's the only place I play these days.
Download the Hard Rock Bet app and start playing today. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Make Capital Glass and Shower Doors your premier choice for top-quality glass solutions. With over 40 years of expertise, their team specializes in commercial and residential projects. From elegant shower doors to modern frameless enclosures, they've got you covered. But that's not all. They also offer glass railing systems, glass wine cabinets, and much more. For unmatched quality and service, choose Capital Glass and Shower Doors. Your vision, their expertise. Visit online at capcoglass.com.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. At Orthopedic Specialists of Jacksonville, we know not every injury happens on game day. Sometimes it's rolling your ankle, weekend yard work, or just playing catch with your kids. That's why we built a team of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons, experts in everything from knees and shoulders to spine and sports injuries in hand. Whether you're chasing championships or chasing your dog, we've got you. Learn more at osjax.com. That's osjax.com.
Mike Dempsey. If you're thinking about a bathroom upgrade, maybe turning that old tub into a safer walk-in shower, check out 5 Star Bath Solutions. I shopped around, talked to several companies, and I chose 5 Star because their customer service was simply incredible. Responsive, honest, upfront about the entire project, and their pricing was even better than expected. When you're ready for a fresh look, better comfort, and a bathroom space you'll love using every day, schedule your free consultation at 5starbathsolutions.com and get the 5-star experience.
ACM and CMA award winner, Hardy.
That's my favorite country song.
The Country Tour. April 23rd, 5-Star Veterans Memorial Arena with Mitchell Tenpenny and McCoy Moore. Hardy Live. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Hardy 2026.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods, a Jacksonville family business for nearly 70 years. Heck, I've been talking about them for over a decade. The Thompson family secret, Dandy's never frozen, always fresh baked bread with quality meats and cheeses, no dry crumbly subs here, only soft and tasty deliciousness. When I see that logo with the little dude with the cane on the label, it tells me I'm getting a trusted brand, a quality sandwich. So do what I do and stop in at a Daly's and make yours a dandy today.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
That was something. I was like, wow, I've known him for 8 years, and I think what happened was I came in a year after him at Clemson, and I guess he told all of them his freshman year, but I wasn't there. I was still in high school. So when I came in, I guess he just conceded that it was going to be ETN instead of HN. HN. Is that what it is? Yeah. So I was like, I've known him for 8 years and didn't even know that. So anyways, yeah, I guess he didn't mind too much.
That is among the weirdest stories. Although I guess people sometimes, these guys will change the pronunciation of their name. But I mean, how do you go all that long, bro? That's 10 years that he went to go to Clemson. You never. And by the way, his brother went down to Gainesville, and everybody asked, it was Trevor E.T. It's been ETN everywhere. Now you got the whole Devon Achane thing. Oh, it's a mess. There's Trevor, though, who's legitimately good, tight friends with Travis Achane, whatever it is. Trev, I'm with you. What is it again? All right. As I mentioned, the offseason program began, so fresh faces showing up yesterday. Josh Hines-Allen, glad to see that Trayvon Walker is re-upped and will be a part of that defensive line rotation. And overall, says the momentum from last year, there's no reason it doesn't carry over.
Feels good to be back, man. The energy is super high. I think the first team meeting went how I expected. Having Liam going up there talking to the team, still have that fire built up, man. It's awesome to hear. It's awesome to get back into the, to camps meetings and, kind of getting back to the basics. I know it's day one, but, I'm excited for what tomorrow holds for us. And even the workouts outside, we're getting really good work. So, I'm excited to be back.
All right, first impressions from players. How about first impressions from the guy they're trying to impress, head coach Liam Cohen?
Great. Really good participation. The guys were locked in, answering questions in the meetings, very engaged in the team meeting. Coach Eric Ciano got up and spoke about the Iron Jags and went through that. Went through some of the, draft that's coming up for that this week. And then both offense, defense split up. Both those groups and coordinators were able to talk to the unit, showed a lot of examples of good stuff and then areas in which we can improve. And then they broke up individually to their position groups and then started to dive into 3 better, 3 best to the specific player. And while those guys were meeting with the coaches, the other coaches, assistant position coaches, took the rest of the group and started to kind of get through some initial, remembering of terms and concepts and things like that.
So there you go. I mean, as we mentioned earlier, it should be a lot. It should be a lot more efficient. It should be smoother this year. It's a team that is positioned now, not just with our belief. He's a guy named Jordan Schultz who was on with Ricky. Jordan Schultz is a national writer. I forget which one, but he's, relevant. And he said, hey, man, if y'all are down there in Jacksonville still playing that nobody believes in us, I'm paraphrasing, and you're getting it wrong. I mean, I think everyone can see what's going on down there in Jacksonville. Trevor all smiles yesterday. This time last year, he's coming off of a surgery. Wasn't able to fully take part in the workouts. It was a shoulder surgery and a bad year the season before. What this young man has had to absorb and then churn back out through all these different coaches and coordinators. And we heard Liam Cohen speak to that again, man, in sports. And this can be in a basketball game you're watching or in a team's plans. There's reasons, there are excuses, and the good teams can differentiate. Injuries can be a reason that your baseball team is 10 games under 500, or it can be an excuse that your baseball, it just depends. And I think all of the change at the top for Trevor in his short time here, from Urban Meyer to Bevel to Peterson to Cohen, 5 different offensive coordinators along the way. I think it's kind of a reason why it's taken him, hopefully now, to get to a spot with some cohesiveness and some, continuation. The sky can be the limit. Trevor has some interesting comments on Jacoby Myers. Really loves having him there. He does say they miss Travis Etienne. It's weird not having him there. I'm sure, especially for Trevor, right? I mean, he has been a team. That guy has been behind him in the backfield for 8 or 9 years straight. It's crazy. Pretty much into and out of Clemson at the same time. So the Jags offseason program and the big part of the offseason program now becomes the player acquisition part, and in this case, the draft. And with 11 picks this weekend, I would be shocked if this team doesn't find some improvement from who they grab over the course of the next 4 or 5 days. All right, NBA playoffs roll on last night. Got a couple of upsets now that have been laid down on some of the higher seeds. Number 3 seed, the Knicks, last night at home had a 12-point lead going to the fourth and then scored just 15 in the fourth quarter. I tell you what they did. I don't understand. They went away from Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns was having a good game. And then by the fourth quarter, I don't think he shot in the fourth quarter, did he? They seemed to cycle him out. And man, Jalen Brunson's a good player. He's a clutch player. He does a great job of drawing fouls. But at the end of the day, you want a ball continually in the hands of a 6-foot guy in the NBA. I'm just not sure I'm not going to sit here and quibble with he's their star. And he played fine. He did have a turnover late, but then he answered with a 3. Hawks try to So the Hawks storm back from 12 down, and they get a 107-103 lead with like 10 seconds to go. You'd like to think, okay, game's over. Knicks right down the court, bing, three-pointer. What? I mean, it literally took them 4 seconds. Hawks get the ball, they get fouled. C.J. McCollum gets fouled, and understand what C.J. McCollum was doing last night. He was lighting it up. 12 of 22 from the field. 32 points, led Atlanta. He also had 6 assists, 2 steals. He goes to the line with the Hawks up now 107-106 for 2 free throws. Now, we need 2 in case they hit a 3. We'll go overtime, which would have been bad, by the way. At least one, a 2-point bucket will tie it. And C.J. McCollum, who is a good free throw shooter and was having an unbelievable game in the Garden, missed not 1 but 2 free throws. He missed them both. Free throw percentage this year for C.J. McCollum, 80. Oh, actually, the combined between the two, 77.2. You feel good for McCollum this way. You know, after starting his career in Portland, he's been in some wastelands for about the last 6-7 years. Can't be much fun playing in New Orleans and Washington, where you're in the lottery every year. And now going to Atlanta, he's been a real spark plug. There was another upset, though, last night, as I continue with that theme, reminding you that the Magic beat the Pistons a couple of nights ago. That was an 8-1. Minnesota went into Denver and won last night. Rudy Gobert did a great job on Nikola Jokic. He was apparently inspired by the fact that Victor Wembanyama yesterday was the unanimous Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah. I think more than that, I think it was that Gobert finished 4th. Probably not the 4th best defensive player in the league. Probably should have been up a little higher, but hey, who knows? All right, the Magic, for some reason, won't play again tonight. They won't play until Wednesday again. Keep it on this side of the border, boys. Sixers, Celtics tonight. Celtics up a game. Blazers, Spurs tonight. Spurs up a game. Rockets, Lakers tonight. What are they going to bring a curtain in around KD, and then they're going to lift it, and he'll either be there or he won't? That was the oddest thing about that other game. KD, to my knowledge, hadn't even really been hurt or anything, had he? Had he been missing time down the stretch?
Not to my knowledge.
And then you no-show game 1 in L.A.? Weird. All right, let's come back with a football fix. You are listening to The Drill on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
This is your VSIN Action Update. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Tampa Bay Lightning have dropped 9 of their last 10 playoff games at home. They're a $1.92 favorite against the Canadiens today in Game 2 of their first-round series. They dropped the first game 4-3 to Montreal in overtime. Florida Gators baseball minus 500 at home today with Jacksonville State plus 340. Florida State laying $3.75 at North Florida. The Osprey plus 270 underdogs. Atlanta Braves won their 6th straight yesterday, beating the Nationals 9-4. Today, Atlanta $1.49 favorite in Washington, 8.5 under the total. The Rays minus 108 at home with the Reds. Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keystoprogress.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Owning a house is kind of like being in an argument with your house. One day, it's the AC saying, I'm tired. The next day, it's the plumbing going, good luck finding that leak. Then the septic system joins the conversation. And nobody likes what it has to say. That's when you call Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. One team that handles all 3, plumbing, septic, and air conditioning. So the next time your house tries to win the argument, call Duck Duck Rooter, 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Frank Ranger here with Coach Delaney from Coil Fencing. You've been building winning teams at Fletcher for years. How does that correlate with installing fences here in Northeast Florida?
Well, Frank, at Coil Fencing, we like to take the coach approach. Implement a game plan and execute it on the field. That's been our winning recipe for 99 years.
And you tackle more than fences, right?
Absolutely. We also service and install automatic gates, perfect for multifamily communities, or business, or residence.
The best defense is a good offense. Visit CoilJacks.com. That's CoileJacks.com.
Scholar athletes prepare themselves to win at life.
1010XL and Southeast Orthopedic Specialists shine the spotlight on the Scholar Athlete of the Week. Wednesdays on The Frangie Show. Checked by
The Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234.
Did you know that an annual coating inspection can extend the life of your building by years? Catching early signs like hairline cracks, fading, and moisture intrusion helps prevent costly repairs down the road and keeps your property looking its best. Our team at Performance Painting helps you stay ahead of maintenance with professional inspections and long-lasting coating solutions. Protect your building, protect your budget. Go to performance-painting.com to schedule a free inspection. Performance Painting, repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting. Money pages in your mailbox right now.
Did you know there's local savings sitting in your mailbox right now? Money Pages is packed with real coupons from your favorite local businesses. Save money at restaurants like Al's Pizza, on pet care at Forever Vets, and on entertainment for the whole family at the Alhambra Theater. Plus, make sure to download the Money Pages app for savings on the go.
Money pages in your mailbox right now.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Dailies. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Dailies is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Dailies. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Dailies is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Dailies. Dailies is made fresh, it's made local, and Dailies is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Hurry and receive a free hair and scalp examination and get 2 weeks of laser treatments for free. Call IHRS at 904-777-4477. Hairforme.com.
Big Brothers Big Sisters is teaming up with the NFL to inspire change. From now to draft day, Big Brothers Big Sisters is following the NFL draft, aiming to recruit potential bigs. Hi, I'm Brent from the 1010 sales team. I'm committed as a mentor, and we need you to step up and become a mentor too. There's a waiting list of more than 50 children hoping for a mentor. It's just a few hours a month. Be a mentor. Become a big. Visit bbsnefl.org. Be a mentor or visit Big Brothers Big Sisters and click on Big Draft.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, we're back with a football fix brought to you by the home course, the Jones Creek Golf Club. And by your Jacksonville Sharks on the road this week. Big home win last week. Always a fun time in the tank. Get your tickets at jackssharks.com. This is a story about the Bengals, and then it occurred to me. I said, hey, Jeff, this also applies to the Jacksonville Jaguars for the first time in franchise history. The column was titled, after Bengals trade for Lawrence, and look at how teams that didn't pick in first round have fared that year. So the Jags not having a first rounder wasn't based on something that they've just recently done. No, it's the carryover from the Travis Hunter trade a year ago. I think I saw 3 or 4 or 5 teams that don't have a first rounder. In just the last 10 drafts, there have been 49 teams that did not make a first round pick, including a league record 10 of them in 2022. How have those teams fared without first-round picks that year? The answer actually is pretty good. They can be, first, it's important to note there are a number of reasons teams don't make first-round picks, and we know there can be a variety of them. All right. Of the 49 teams who didn't make a first-round draft pick in the last 10 years. Of those 49, and the Jags will be in that category this year, barring some landscape-shifting trade. 29 of the 49 have made the playoffs. 19 were division winners. 10 of the 29 teams that didn't have a first-round pick made the Super Bowl. That's pretty good odds, man.
Yeah.
One of every 3 teams. I can take you through this year's first round, and the Bengals ain't going to the Super Bowl. So
negative.
And, again, 4 have won the Super Bowl. So they're just a little bit of, if you're worried about not having that first-round pick, that's a silly worry. Silly. That proves it right there. Now, it depends on who you are. I mean, if you're a bad team, you don't have a first-round pick. I probably got more problems. But if you're a good team and you don't have a first-round pick, it doesn't mean a gosh darn thing. Probably because you've gotten good because of how you traded that first-round pick and what that actualized. We lost a Super Bowl hero and a Raider legend. Linebacker Rod Martin has died. He was just 72 years old. He had an unbelievable Super Bowl back in, it would have been, January of 1982. A 12th round pick in 1977. He was a 2-time Super Bowl champ with the Raiders. He played almost his entire career with the Raiders, despite being drafted by their arch rivals. He was on a star-studded Raiders defense. Howie Long, Ted Hendricks, Michael Haynes, Lester Hayes, Lyle Alzado. So when the Raiders were the Raiders. But he etched his name in NFL history when the Raiders beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl. He intercepted quarterback Ron Jaworski 3 times, setting a single-game Super Bowl record that still stands until today. Rod Martin, former All-Pro linebacker, dies at 72. Seems too young. I hope the Steelers aren't letting the ayahuasca trip hold them hostage at quarterback. For a smart organization that wins as much as it does, it would be beyond annoying now to be a Steelers fan and realize that they just don't apparently understand how important the quarterback position is. You'd think that Terry Bradshaw and Ben Roethlisberger and Hall of Fame quarterbacks that won multiple Super Bowls, you'd think that would be your first clue. But no, not the Steelers. Whether it's Mason Rudolph or Russell Wilson or Justin Fields or now Aaron Rodgers, they're just not doing it right. And now on top of that, it seems like Rodgers is kind of holding them captive. No one's surprised, and that's part of the problem in Pittsburgh, is it not? Speaking a couple of weeks ago at the owners' meetings, Art Rooney told reporters about the quarterback position. I would say by the draft, I expect an answer on Aaron Rodgers' future. Well, here we are 3 days from the draft, and what do we have from Rodgers? No answers on his future, which kind of sums up the oddness, okay, the quirkiness at the very least of one Aaron Rodgers, who right now may be on a darkness retreat. We don't know. OBJ, that's Odell Beckham Jr., has worked out for the Giants and taken a physical, so could very well be reuniting with the team that drafted him. Did OBJ put in a piece with the Ravens?
Yeah, he played with them.
He played with the Ravens?
Yeah, I think last. Yeah, he played with the Ravens last.
So he has a little bit of a working history there with John Harbaugh as well. Fred Warner's full go. He had season-ending surgery last year, so the all-pro linebacker for the Niners is ready to go. The Cowboys have made Brandon Aubrey the NFL's highest-paid kicker. Have you looked at the Steel League? What do you think the highest-paid kicker makes? How much a year did Brandon Aubrey get? He got a 4-year deal. How much a year is the highest-paid kicker now making?
I want to say he's making at least like $2.5 million a year.
$7 million a year.
Oh my goodness.
4 years, $28 million for a kicker. Hey, Cam Little.
Right?
Get that financial planners lined up, my man. $7 million a year for a kicker, bro. Justin Jefferson blunt about J.J. McCarthy's future. You get the feeling that everyone there is going to prefer Kyler Murray. Right. He's a former number one pick. He's shown a lot in his career. They want somebody who can get him over the top. Speaking publicly Monday for the first time about the Vikings' new quarterback room, Jefferson said he's looking forward to Murray's playmaking skills and was blunt about McCarthy's future. I'm definitely looking for those big, exciting plays from Murray. Definitely looking forward to his speed, his quickness. And then for JJ, for somebody to enter that room with that type of ability, that type of talent, he's got to step it up a little bit. It's good for him to feel that type of pressure. It's Football Fix. You're welcome. Fronts of the Tour and more coming your way on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. The Hicken Arrival is next. The Fix, brought to you by the Jacksonville Sharks and the home course, the Jewelton Creek Golf Club.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. You can find 1010XL on any social media platform: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. At 1010XL.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit card, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Homeowners, ready to open your home to spring and shut out high energy bills? It's the 1-month only sale with Renewal by Anderson. Right now, buy one, get one 40% off windows and doors. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. But this offer expires April 30th. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Feel the power. Hear the legend. One Night of Queen, performed by Gary Mullen and the Works. The look, the sound, the electrifying showmanship of one of rock's greatest bands. One Night of Queen, April 29th at Florida Theater. Get your tickets now at floridatheater.com.
Tired of changing out bad sod year after year? Get it done right with Roundtree Sod. Big or small, they have it, and always supplied farm fresh. For a lush, legendary green lawn, call 7414-SOD for a free estimate. 7414-SOD. When you need a mechanic you can trust, call Sam, Harry, or Joe at AA Automotive on Richard Street. From oil changes to complex engine repairs, AA Automotive promises expert service and honest pricing from a local family biz. AA Automotive on Richard Street.
Firehouse Subs is adding a new heavy hitter to the roster, the Chicken and Cheddar Rancher. Grilled chicken, melted cheddar, crispy bacon stacked high with fresh toppings, and creamy buttermilk ranch. The Chicken and Cheddar Rancher, only at Firehouse Subs.
With 50 years of fabrication expertise in towing products, the family at Cannons of Jacksonville can repair or install precisely what you need to tow with confidence. Visit cannonsofjacks.com, where quality and customer satisfaction collide.
If you suffer from constant burning, tingling, or numbness in your hands or feet, it could be a serious condition called neuropathy. I'm Dr. Nathan Riddle, DC with Riddle Wellness in Ponte Vedra. Neuropathy is treatable, and we have seen great results by using state-of-the-art, non-invasive therapies to target damaged nerves, reduce symptoms, and improve nerve function. Call 904-395-5598 to schedule your free consultation today and learn how you can live pain-free. Call 904-395-5598.
So, you finally have some time to yourself. Even if it is just the car ride home, it's you time. And look at you. Do not disturb set before you even got in the car? Impressive. You've earned this moment to just chill and drive. This break is brought to you by Target Zero, and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Hall & Sons Plumbing. Jaguars kicked off Phase 1 workouts yesterday, the first full team meetup of the year. Mandatory minicamp lands June 9th through the 11th. Jag head coach Liam Cohen looks to drill down on his offense in year 2.
It was a lot of, man, how can we get better at these core concepts?
That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
If this is the kind of love that the old folks used to warn me about, man, I'm in trouble. I'm in real big trouble. I need y'all to do me a favor.
You know it! Yes, sir! I was looking at this since 2020. This list of recent champions. The last 5 years: NFL, MLB, NBA, NHLs, college football, college basketball. Okay. And so there's 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 teams. Okay. 30 teams total.
Is this the last three? Is that 10?
Last 5 years.
Oh, 5 years. 6 different categories.
6 different categories, 5 years.
Okay.
And you're like, oh, let's see how we're doing. Like when you start, oftentimes in sports, you feel sorry for yourself. And so you wonder, should I?
Well, when you follow our teams, that's due cause.
But on this, so if you have won in the last 5 years, you can't complain.
Yeah.
And they're staring at me as Florida 2025 college basketball.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
I get to throw a Braves 2021
you also
in there.
do. You got a Braves and a Florida.
Yeah.
So
that's it. But
we sit
that's
there.
something.
Yeah. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, 30. I mean, it's you got Seattle, Philly, Kansas City, and the Rams in the NFL. So you have four fan bases that really can't complain.
And when you attach, like, there's been times where the Celtics and they're all winning at once, but when you attach, like, like Kansas City doesn't have a college team that's winning. Also, point being, it's harder to add for them.
You got 2 Dodgers, Texas, Rangers, Houston, and Atlanta in baseball. So 4 out of 5 there. Four other fan bases. No connect. Well, the Rams and the Dodgers.
Okay.
The NBA.
But no one, nobody really cares about the Rams.
Well, that's
they kind of half claim that one.
Yeah, that's
the Raiders got to win.
That's true.
No, anyway.
OKC, Boston, Denver, Golden State, Milwaukee. 5 totally different fan bases right there.
Yeah.
Then in the NHL, you got 2 Florida Panthers, Vegas, Colorado, and the Lightning. So 3 from Florida in the last 5 years. Unfortunately, I'm not a fan of any of them.
You don't have a lot of carryover unless you're throwing in a college that you follow.
College football, you got 2 Georgias, Michigan, Ohio State, and Indiana.
I guess Georgia, Brave fan, there's probably a bunch of those. They'd have 3.
Too bad Detroit hasn't done anything because Michigan's got college football and college basketball.
Yeah.
Got 2 from UConn, so you got a little northeast there. Kansas and Kansas City. There you go. So not that you probably aren't fans of both, so just because you are in one area. My point is this: as a sports fan, honestly, if you have one of the 30, you can't complain.
If you have a title in the last 5 years, it goes fast. That's fair.
You can't.
It's great. It's
With that said, let me complain. What the hell was that, Knicks? My God.
Yeah.
That's a choke, flat out.
Yeah, 15 in the fourth.
Stop pointing to they should have called the timeout as the...
They didn't have one.
Well, they did.
No, they said the graphic was wrong.
They did. Nobody knows.
Yeah, I don't think they did.
Well, Mike Brown didn't know because he was quizzed after the game, and he said, I could have called it, blah, blah, blah. Nobody knows. Nobody, honest to God, knows if the Knicks had a time. But it doesn't matter. That's not what lost the game. That was a gift. And I agree. You got
What do you have, 5-7 left?
Yeah. They got a good shot.
If you call timeout, Atlanta can then get matchups, put the guys in they want to cover, or you go. And they went. Mikal Bridges, I knew. I was like, oh, God, not Mikal Bridges. But he hit one against Portland last year.
He hit one at the end of the first half. He needed to save it.
He did.
Because that was kind of a big one. It made that 7-point.
But that was a gift. That was a gift to the Knicks. We were dead in the water. And Jalen Brunson was terrible in the fourth quarter. He was terrible. He played terrible defense.
He's a kind of a liability
and
on
he
defense.
got hurt defensively, and then and he didn't make his shots, and we got a little stagnant.
He had a couple of threes in the last minute.
Because I sat there and I said, okay, we got 91 going into the fourth. By the way, I stayed up late to watch a damn game. We got 91 going into the fourth, and I'm like, all right, 110, we win, 150. And all of a sudden, I look back. There's 10 minutes left, and we had just gotten to 93. And I'm like, what are we doing? And then we got going. We were fine. And then all of a sudden, down the stretch, and then McCollum had a heck of a game. He was red hot.
He had a good series.
Good Lord, man. Somebody cover that guy.
He had a great quote after because, man, I'm no villain. I got a wife and 2 kids. I'm just a quiet dude. I'll take it as respect. But, yeah, he's not going to run it back. You know, he's the furthest thing from Trae Young you could be personality-wise.
But it was it's a bad loss. I mean,
it's a playoff series.
Yeah, I know.
It's going to
but you have a chance. See,
I
hear this year's Knicks team.
Yeah.
You want to dispatch them 4-1.
I got you.
Not be like sweat it out like you
the
did
Hawks
last year
are dangerous.
With the
Yeah, they're a dangerous team. They got a lot of athletes, and they're going to have a game where they win by 20 in this series. The Knicks will probably have a game like that.
I need New York basketball fans to infiltrate whatever that state is, CNN Center.
No, it's not that anymore. It's the state. It used to be Phillips Arena. It might be the State Farm Arena now. Might be Phillips still.
I need us to infiltrate.
Yeah, it's the State Farm Arena.
State Farm.
So it's not bad on Thursday night.
Well, did you watch that?
That's what I need.
Final week regular season game.
Yeah, a lot of Knicks fans.
A ton of Knicks fans at that game, and so I would imagine that would be the case.
I need that to continue. But that was
all those New Yorkers
was pitiful.
Moved south.
Pitiful.
It's funny though. For me though, Hick, which I know you don't want to care about any good feelings of joy. The dynamic with the way I watch a basketball game, like I watched through, I fell asleep basically at halftime down 7, and then I kind of woke up, and then they went down 12 at the quarter, and I turned off the television.
14, 80-66.
Yeah,
we had it.
I turned it off 12 at the fourth. Committed to watching the fourth at least until I saw it go up to 17, and then I would just check the final. And so the dynamic. Look, when you sit down to watch a game and you watch it all the way through, you have a better hope and optimism that you can somehow win the game. But when you watch 3 quarters and you're already down, you start watching knowing, okay, we lost. So yeah, to get up and finish off a fourth. That's this Hawks team. That's how they've been, dude. They'll blow a 17-point lead for you too now. So in fact, that Knicks game last week was similar.
The big news in the NBA though that affects people around here is what Kevin O'Connor. He's a Yahoo Sports podcaster and writer, host of the Kevin O'Connor Show. A lot of people.
The Kevin O'Connor Show.
Kevin O'Connor, available everywhere you get your pods. Kevin O'Connor reporting Golden State will pursue Todd Golden. If Steve Kerr leaves the organization, Golden would be near the top of the list, if not at the top of the list. Draymond Green noted on Draymond's show, he believes Kerr's storied run with the Warriors has come to an end. I think Steve Kerr said recently, every job has its end date. I would just say this to Todd Golden. I don't think that's – now, he's California. Like, he's got connections out there, obviously. He coached in San Francisco. I don't know if that's the gig you want. That's a franchise that is on the downturn, and I don't know how they're going to get back up. That's not that Steph Curry is on the downside, man, and there's not much left out there. I don't know. I don't know if that's your.
He's on the downside of the age. He can still be a good enough player, but they don't have the talent to win. Not in the West, not with those young studs out there. Yeah, the championship days are over for Golden State. I don't know what coaches think these days. Colleges pay him as much as the pros in some cases.
He has an $11 million buyout if he goes college, but only a $2 million buyout if he goes NBA. So he obviously, that's something that he has always. Most people think if Todd Golden leaves, it would be for the NBA.
Okay.
And that's what I've kind of always said way back since the very beginning. So
Well, he definitely is. He didn't, at least publicly, didn't show a ton of interest in the big college openings.
What 4 players, NBA experts, have the highest number? What 4 former MVP winners have the most season missing the playoffs in their career?
Is this basketball?
In basketball.
Okay.
4 MVP winners. Most seasons missing the playoffs in their careers.
Is Russ on there? Westbrook?
He makes it a lot.
No.
Okay.
How about Iverson?
Iverson's a good guess, but he's 6.
Okay, 6.
He missed 6.
All right. Where does that? The guy? Can we get a number?
7.
Okay, so it's close.
They missed the playoffs 7 times.
All right, let's go with
MVP winners. MVP winners.
Got to think of it. Play-in doesn't count.
I gave you.
Is it Steph?
Yeah, I gave you a huge context clue. Steph Curry, 17 seasons, has missed the playoffs 7 times.
Okay.
And one championship without Durant? 1?
In fairness,
2?
You could
2?
No, 1
Was it
without.
just 1?
Oh no, did they come back and win a 4th? Yeah, they won just another one. Didn't they?
No Steph got 4.
Did Golden State circle back and win one like 3 years ago?
Let's see.
Beat the Celtics? I feel like they got 4.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Was it the Celtics? They circled back and beat the Celtics like 22. 22?
Yeah, 22.
Okay, so he's got 4. And in fairness to the narrative, and I hear what you're saying, I'm not sure the Golden State wins those titles without Durant. But at the same time, if Steph wasn't on that team, they weren't winning either.
Durant was the Finals MVP.
Correct. But without Steph, they're not winning either.
Fair enough.
So that's probably
Who are the other 3?
The other 3 that have missed a ton of playoffs without. How about
MVPs? They all played a long time.
Yeah. How about Moses Malone?
Moses Malone, 12 playoff appearances in 19 NBA seasons. Faux.
I gotta say, I feel like I'm doing pretty good at this game.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Got it. How about I mean, I don't know. We're going in the Wayback Machine now. We're gonna
No.
It's not like Bob Pettit.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. How about it's hard to be an MVP, man.
Yeah.
Was Kobe an MVP? Was Kobe an MVP?
Kobe
Let's go.
was.
Let's go Kobe then.
Kobe missed 5 times.
Okay, not 6.
5 in 20 NBA seasons.
How about a Steve Nash?
Steve Nash, 6 times.
Yeah,
all around it. That's incorrect, by the way. Sun's out, guns out.
How about Akeem?
Akeem's not on the list. Game ends.
Yeah,
it's Derrick Rose.
D Rose.
That's a good one.
Kevin Garnett.
Oh, both of those names.
And they're 8 or what are they?
7.
They're 7. They were tied with
all 4 at 7.
Okay.
At 6 are Iverson, Walton, and Nowitzki, and Nash. And at 5 are Kobe and Bobby McAdoo.
I thought Bob McAdoo, but then I wasn't sure if he was an MVP. Bob McAdoo, North Carolina Tar Heel, no?
This is what the Curry career is without Durant. Missed playoffs in 10, missed playoffs in 11, missed playoffs in 12, lost in the second round in 13, first round in 14. 15, beat the Cavs. Team missing 2 of its 3 best players for injury, ring number 1.
I mean, this blasphemy on Steph. Where's it coming from?
Well, from this guy, I don't know. 2016 blew 3-1 lead in the NBA playoffs finals. 20 missed the playoffs. 21 missed the playoffs because obviously had Durant for 17, 18, 19. 22 beat Denver with Murray and MPJ. Memphis without Morant for injury, ring number 2. Never made a go-ahead shot in fourth quarter of any win during the playoffs. 23 lost in the second round. 24 missed playoffs. 25 lost in the second round. 26 missed playoffs.
He say he's a more specialized superstar than your garden variety all-time NBA superstar?
I think the
all-time NBA superstars do more than just be a great three-point shooter. That's what he is.
He doesn't have to answer to anyone. But the only thing I would say that maybe makes you rethink is,
I don't know. Sounds like we got ghosts here in the studio.
Is he's not? I would never, like maybe before I might have said, then he kind of put that guy the way he revolutionized the game. Is he a Mount Rushmore candidate for the NBA?
Yeah, those coming.
Yeah,
Steph falls outside the top 10.
He's not.
As far as like what he did on the court, no.
He's not one of the four. He's not one of the four.
I got news for you. If you're going up on Rushmore, you got
it's
6,
LeBron
8.
and Jordan, and then you got
and then it's a lot.
Kareem, and then you better start talking about Wilt and Kareem. And
all
it's just his impact. He's just influential, and that's why he's in that conversation. But just what he's done on the court, he's just not enough.
I'm not sure when we look back
guys.
in 20 years, being influence, if your influence is, causing the whole league to fire up 30-footers, I'm not sure that's great for the game.
No, definitely not.
All right, we're just warming up. We'll take a break. Got a lot to do today. By the way, even when the Mets didn't play, they lost because that jinx Steve Cohen was at the Garden last night. So all he does is watch New York teams lose. Stay away from the Garden, Steve.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. This is Jacksonville Sports Radio. 1010XL.
Termite swarms are active right now in Jacksonville, and once they get inside, damage can happen fast. Termites don't knock, they silently attack the structure of your home, leaving behind costly repairs and long-term headaches. Protect what you've worked hard for with the proven protection homeowners trust. Terminix it, with advanced termite treatment and prevention solutions. Visit Terminix.com and schedule your free termite inspection today.
Hey, did you know Beard's Diamonds now has luxury pre-owned Rolex watches? If you've always wanted a Rolex but haven't been able to find one or didn't want to jump through all the hoops with an authorized dealer, you need to check out these pristine Rolex models now available at Beard's. Immaculate timepieces at fair market prices. Also, if you're engagement ring shopping this spring, and many of you are, remember, Beard's can and will beat anybody's prices on diamonds. Those big box Wall Street-owned chain stores, they can't touch Beard's pricing. And that includes both natural and lab-grown diamonds. You can find the ring of your dreams at Beard's and pay less. Beard's has no commission salespeople, and they don't have to report to Wall Street. So they have the flexibility to get you the guaranteed best value. What I'm trying to tell you is that Beard's is Jacksonville's diamond powerhouse. And listen, Mother's Day is coming around the corner. Get in Beard's and check out the most amazing, affordable, timeless gifts for that special mom in your life. Shop local. Shop Beard's Diamonds in the St. John's Town Center.
Get a healthy start in 2026. The Florida Department of Health in Duval County is here to help you get healthy and stay healthy all year long. Our dedicated team is committed to providing high-quality care and trusted public health services for our community. Our mission is simple: to protect, promote, and improve the health of you and your family. Learn more about our programs and services by visiting duval.floridahealth.gov.
You don't think this would be a good moment to text somebody?
There's never a bad moment to share your opinion on the 1010XL text line. Designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Share your opinion
as soon as possible
at 641-1010.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
Leon Serza here, your lemon pepper guy. You know Wingstop always deliver. And I'm not talking about that cooked-to-order, hand-sauced and tossed chicken sandwich in your choice of 12 mouth-watering flavors. I'm not talking about the house-made ranch, so good nobody will blame you if you double dip. I'm talking about Wingstop that delivers straight to your door. And did you know they're open until 1 a.m.? So visit wingstop.com or use the app to get flavors delivered right to your door late night only at Wingstop.
Can't stop. Wingstop.
And that concludes the Joe C. Jack of All Trades show. Tune in next week where I'll be installing my own French drain.
Joe, wake up, man.
Hey, John, I must have dozed off.
We finished those projects you started.
Whoa, my seamless gutters are actually seamless.
And they're connected into underground PVC drain lines.
And my sprinklers. Wow, look at that coverage.
Next time, just call me first, Joe.
I will, but I ain't singing that song.
Clearwater Irrigation
and drainage too.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it.
Yeah, we got sports concepts. We got sports rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, I like to hand out a prize pack. E, what's the razzle-dazzle today?
I got a pair of tickets to One Night of Queen performed by Gary Mullen with the In the Works live at the Florida Theater. It's going down April 29th. Tickets on sale now at floridatheater.com. By one lucky winner, hit me up at the end of the 10-minute drill. I might hook you up.
That's at the end of the drill. Our Dream Finders Homes poll question brought to you by our friends at Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars. For this purpose, they recently gave away a Dream Finders home to a member of the military right here in Jacksonville. What a great group of people they are. So congratulations on that. That was awesome. And that's what Dream Finders does. Go to dreamfindershomes.com. They won't give you a home, but you'll look at those beautiful homes that they have, and they have great interest rate packages. First-time homeowners, they'll work with you. I think they're in like 15 different locations.
15 of them things.
Just like
Taylor Swift's exes.
Sorry,
not sorry.
Okay. Wedding coming this summer.
Wedding is coming.
Of all these guys mocked to the Jags at 56.
Oh, this is a good question.
Did some research. Which one would you like the most? Who would you pick? You have the option of these four guys. These are the guys I went and looked, and I've seen their names numerous times. I think these are the four guys that have been mocked to the Jags. Now, it probably won't be any of them.
I would take Jeremiah Love or Rupert Bain, Dan.
Excellent choice, Jeffrey.
Oh, we picked 56. Never mind.
56 pick. Would you take defensive tackle Grayson Halton from Boomer Sooner? You've seen his
that name, sure.
Grayson Halton. Would you take linebacker Jacob Rodriguez from Texas Tech? Probably the one name you may know.
I like his skill set.
Jacob Rodriguez.
I can stop. I don't have to hear the last two.
Would you take offensive lineman Jennings Dunker from Iowa? Jennings Dunker.
He's
from Iowa.
apparently a mean so-and-so. I like mean so-and-sos on the interior of my
Or would
line.
you go with Jayshawn Barham? Jayshawn Barham. He's an edge rusher from Michigan.
Yeah, I've seen
Those
him.
are your four. Halton, Rodriguez, Dunker, and Barham. Or you could look at it like D-tackle, linebacker, O-line, edge. Those are your four choices.
I am not saying it is the number one position need, but I can't get past the guy who won every defensive award, and he's got a Devin Lloyd type skill set. That Jacob Rodriguez. I mean, he was the defensive player of the year. He was the defensive lineman of the year. He was the linebacker of the year. He won everything. So I don't think he'll be there at 56. It looks like he's starting to rise a little bit.
Okay.
But if he is, that's who I would.
That's who you would take. E, what say you? You've got the same list, the same four names. Who would Emmanuel Arthur Thalloran let him eat? Pick.
I would go
Junior,
with the only name that I'm familiar with, which is Jacob Rodriguez.
Jacob Rodriguez also, and you two are in the majority. Congratulations, 48.6 like Jacob Rodriguez. 25.7 want Grayson Halton from Oklahoma, who's best friends with Anton Harrison. I don't know. Jennings Dunker gets 8.6%, and Jayshawn Barham from Michigan gets 17.1%. You have exactly 1 hour left to vote at Dan Hicken 1010. The mogul is back at Dan Hicken 1010.
Can I get a follower count, please?
It's like 1,400. It's slow down.
Well, we got to get that thing going, Google.
1322.
All right,
1322.
It was a great year.
Used to be 72,000.
Well, we got a ways to go. We got a ways to go to get back. I do. I'm encouraged to see that interior defensive lineman was the second most, because I'm with you. I think people are saying position there more than name, and Rodriguez would be the only name that would, register with most of the people that look.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad to see that that's picked, because I don't think that this trade that the Jags just pulled with Oro and Mason Smith will have a thing to do with what they draft. I don't think it'll change their draft strategy at all.
A row.
Oh, row.
A row.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
So keep bringing him in, like,
oh, no.
Yeah, point being, I don't think they're going to, they'll wait on this. Or they're good. No, I don't think it's just trading they haven't gotten what they want out of their second rounder for us and what we haven't gotten out of our second rounder. I have here's the Daily's Double Take brought to you by The Dash, I suppose, or just the Daily's Deli now. I could go for one of those Duvals this morning. I'm not going to lie. This may be the worst beat of the year when the baseball season's over.
Okay.
The over-under.
Oh, is it the 5-3 game in the Red Royals?
It's the Royals. Okay, you guys out there who have ever put a matchstick on a sporting event, hear what I'm about to tell you.
Yeah.
The over-under in the game was 8 runs. So, you wager whether it will be under 9 runs scored or over 9 runs scored. Last night, in the 9th inning, with Pete Alonso at the plate,
Pete, the polar bear,
2 outs and a 1-2 count, the score was Royals 1, O's 0.
Oh, you got it.
It was 1-0.
Celebrate.
With 2 outs and 2 strikes and just a single little runner at first. In fact, Peter Alonso was the guy at the plate. 1-0, over under 9. They end up going extra innings, 7-5.
How did they squeeze out the run? Pete must have walked or something, right?
Well, there's no bases loaded. He's only on first. He could have knocked him in, I suppose. Here, I'll tell you right now.
I think Pete went over last night.
Oh, did? Well,
I saw Jack Caggs hit that one. That was the one run. It was Jack Caggs' first home run of the year.
Let's see. Pete must have walked, or if you said he went over, because Basalio single to center. Beavers scored. Here comes Beavers.
Justin Beavers.
Alonso to third.
Okay.
And then it went 2-1 in the 11th, but the Royals tied it to go 2-2.
Right.
Then it went 3-2, and then they hit a grand slam, make it 7-2. It ties, and Kansas City's got to get 3 just to make sure it goes over. So, yeah, you got under 9. It's 1-0 with 2 outs and 2 strikes in the 9th inning. And you can't get it home. Ouch.
In 1996 NFL draft, on this day in NFL history, there were 6 Hall of Famers selected in 1996. Johnny Ogden, Marvin Harrison, Ray Lewis, Brian Dawkins from Jacksonville, FLA, T.O., Terrell Owens, and Zach Thomas, all drafted. 4, 19, 26, 61, 89, and 154.
Zach Thomas, an incredible linebacker from Texas Tech before Texas Tech paid for all their incredible linebackers.
Very much true. Very much true.
All right, let's take a timeout. I do have a speed trap in place. Somebody had sent in, so let's at least get that out. Where was it here?
Yes. Speed play. Ow!
This is where here we go. Let's see, US 17 in Ortega there. Keep those speeds down. Keep that cash in your wallets. Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct.
That's right. You come kind, you come courteous, you come correct. You can win a pair of tickets to One Night of Queen performed by Gary Mullen in the Works live at the Florida Theater, and it's going down April 29th. Tickets are on sale at floridatheater.com. But hit me up right now, 904-641-1010, and try your luck. Holla at your boy.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Jacksonville, are you ready to get back to the activities you love this spring? McHugh Health has helped patients for over 10 years relieve joint pain and rebuild tissue without surgery. Their regenerative medicine therapies reduce inflammation and restore mobility so you can hit the golf course, pickleball court, or softball field with ease. Don't live with pain. Schedule your free consultation today at mchughhealth.com. That's MCHUGH health.com.
Beat the spring cleaning rush and call Zero Res. Hicken here. This is the perfect time to clean those air ducts as you deal with allergy season, furnace and AC efficiency, post-winter, and more. Your air ducts are like the lungs of your home. If they're dirty, your indoor air suffers. Just check out the more than 8,000 Google reviews with a 4.9 rating. This month, take 20% off your whole home air duct cleaning. Pay less for more fresh. Call 287-5727 or go online at ZeroResJacksonville.com and ask for the 1010XL special.
Springtime is the perfect time to get your home organized. Hey, this is Lauren Brooks, and I love our closets from Closets by Design. They create custom storage systems designed around how you actually live. From closets and garages to entertainment centers, laundry rooms, and storage for any space and budget. Make an appointment to tour their showroom on Phillips Highway and get 40% off plus an extra 15% off free installation and 18 months special financing. Schedule your free consultation at 904-878-9393 or find them online, closetsbydesign.com.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
You know, we've been talking, one of the themes we've talked about this offseason is Patrick Mahomes. You know, like we just hand him the GOAT title and or at least the best in the game right now, clearly. But he hasn't played like that in the last couple of years. He just hasn't. We've looked at certain things and talked about certain things, and you know, and because you get the feeling like, I don't know if it was 25 or 24, he came back like, yeah, we're going back to the way we used to do things. You know, it's basically, I'm going to throw for 5,000.
I thought that was last offseason, to be honest.
And he's always, you know, and he's coming out with that, and then he ended up tearing his ACL this year, and but he had a terrible year, and terrible by Mahomes standards, and it just, he didn't stand out. Like, you know, Stafford stood out. Josh Allen stood out. Patrick Mahomes did not stand out. Career worst completion rate, career worst accuracy, career worst touchdown rate, career worst third down conversion, career worst sack per pressure, career worst sack plus interception rate, career worst pass rate outside the numbers, which he's always been good at. So a lot of career worsts in this past season. So and now coming off an ACL. And it's been that way for a couple years. The Chiefs do things. So
hopefully he's hit his peak, and we can just, you know.
Now we did this sort of with Brady, and he had that mid-career lull, and then he came back and went to 5 more or whatever.
I'm always a little bit, when a guy like Mahomes has proven himself, I can't get too down on my comparison to, say, a Matthew Stafford, because I just feel like if Mahomes were in that offense and throwing to Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua and Kyron Williams, that he would have Matthew Stafford numbers. Only because he has proven to be an MVP level. I don't think it's fair to say that about just any Joe Blow quarterback. Well, I mean, put Geno Smith on the Rams. He'd be no. But Mahomes has proven enough at a level that these last couple of years, you know, I'm not going to say probably do, but could have more to do with others than him. But the turnovers are what are, you know, 22 to 11. is not MVP turnover numbers in 2026. It would be in 1975.
Yeah.
But not now.
Yeah.
Now, he wasn't the MVP either, in fairness. But
no.
But look, it feels like you said that because I was going to say it felt like it was his worst year. And based on those career lows and everything, I mean, from the completion percentage to the yards passing but he's always thrown picks, Hick. I mean, even at his best, 2021, 13 picks, 12, 14, 11, 11.
Right.
He's always been force it in there. I think what, the Midas touch at the end of football games is what escaped him last year. They lost those games in the end. I mean, they had how much were the Jags down in that game? 17, 14? I mean, the Chiefs were in control in the first half. Didn't we trail the Chiefs by a couple touchdowns? Or no?
I didn't feel like we did.
I kind of feel like we did, Hick. I think it was like you would, I don't have the best, but
I was drunk that night. It was 14-7 at the half, Kansas City, and then we took the lead at the end of 3. So we were down by as many as 7, I guess. Is how.
That's it.
Or were we down 14-0?
Yeah, it's 14-0.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Right off the rip, we were down.
Yeah, we're down 14-0.
Yeah.
We didn't score until 2 minutes to go in the half, so we're down 14-0 with 2 minutes to go in the half.
Right.
There were some mistakes made there, too, right? We had the fumble and trying to reach over. Trevor wasn't off to a great start and then made a lot of plays in the second half.
Yeah. And again,
and we took the lead 21-14, and then they drove down, and then we took the field goal lead, and then they drove down again.
And you can say Kansas City can't run the ball. Mahomes was the leading rusher, 6 for 60. But Kareem Hunt had 7 for 49, so you didn't give him the ball enough.
Well, that sounds familiar,
and
Jag fan.
Isaiah Pacheco had 7 for 36. That's 5 and 7 yards per carry.
These guys love throwing it, man.
Yeah, they love to throw.
And by the way, those numbers may be what they are because they throw to set up the run, and they wouldn't be averaging 7 yards a pop if they were running it 20 times. Maybe that's what you think.
Yeah, possibility. So,
but yeah. I think I'm not ready to be worried if I'm Chiefs fan.
Mm-hmm.
But don't get me to mid-season and we're 4-4 and my guy's got an 88 rating. And then at some point you do start to wonder or worry. There's a lot of mocks that have him getting a receiver with that 8th pick or 10th pick.
Yeah. I wonder if I think they'll be committed to doing that, getting that offensive line right.
Well, they also got Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
Don't forget that. Mm-hmm. That's going to really take a lot of pressure off. If they use him. But Walker also out of the backfield too now. He can take a screen 70 on you if you let him. They need they haven't since Cheadle. They don't have top flight receivers.
I also wonder, and this is just an excuse, but I wonder if it has any effect. The Chiefs are a national brand right now,
for sure,
and so they get all these prime time. I wonder if that gets old. Christmas Day,
and they do
Thanksgiving Day, and Thursday night.
Play in Brazil.
Yeah. Just
the turnaround that they do.
At some point, it's and again, that's an excuse.
No, that's fair.
But I just wonder if. So when you look ahead.
Yeah, while you go ahead and finish your thought, I'm going to tell you exactly what what their splits look like last year in their schedule.
I guarantee they have 5 or 6 primetime
guarantee
matchups.
Well, look, at the end of the day, the best thing you can have is play on Sunday and play the next week. You get 7 days of preparation.
Correct.
So they played on the Friday, then they had all the long time off. They got an extra week, so that was not a bad spot, although they did lose the game. Then they came home and lost to Philly, and then they played the next Sunday, then they played the next Sunday, then they played the next Monday, then they played Sunday, Monday, then Sunday, so nothing too terrible. And then at the end of the year, though, it got a little wonky.
But in those Sundays,
they played Sunday the 23rd, then Thursday the 27th.
In those Sundays that you were rattling off were Sunday nights.
Some of them, sure.
Things like that.
Yeah.
They play, obviously, the AFC West is competitive now, minus the Raiders. And then at home they get Arizona, San Fran, New England, the Jets, and Indy. While they do travel to the AFC West teams, and then they go to Buffalo, they go to Miami, they go to Cincinnati, they go to the Rams, they go to the Seahawks and the Falcons. It's not an easy schedule, even though they didn't win it. But it's probably, if you're a Chief fan, it's probably a bit more. I don't say the right the word palpable is coming to my mind, but I don't know if that's correct.
Acceptable.
Yeah, it's a little bit better than years past because they didn't win the division last year. Right? So they got a little bit easier schedule. However, some of the good teams that didn't win the divisions
that's
fell
schedule.
down.
I think we've learned our lesson on that. It's just silly to go 1 year to the next. I mean, the Jags are a perfect example.
Yeah.
If you last year at schedule time and you saw the 4-13 Jags on your schedule, you were penciling in a W.
Yeah.
Especially in places like San Francisco and Kansas City and, other teams that Cohen and crew beat last year.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Well, the all-season program has officially begun.
It
so they're
is.
all down there saying the right things. Three
Gotta
better,
say
three
the
best.
right things.
Yeah, 3 better, 3 best. Got to do
3
that.
better, 3 best. Let's do 3 better, 3 best with you real quick.
Okay.
All right.
3 best. That means like short-term, urgent, traits that you need to exhibit really in the next 10 minutes or so.
Myself?
Yeah, for you.
Energy.
3 best. You want to have more energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Energy.
Okay.
Vocabulary.
Vocabulary. That's a good one.
And
a sense of irony that he went trying to think of the word, but nonetheless, that's
personality.
Yeah.
3 better, 3 best. Personality.
Okay.
Personality.
What about
Energy,
3 better? What about
vocabulary.
long-term? Golf.
Golf swing, for sure. Golf.
3 better.
My pocketbook.
Pocketbook.
Yeah, I get
my
grow
wallet.
that. That's a long-term goal.
Most NFL players don't have that better.
You know who right now sits crying by the radio?
Who?
TFW. I can't even be a better.
Yeah, she can get a better. Well, he's got one left.
And one left.
Yeah.
I got it.
Career.
Career. Career.
Yeah.
All right. Pocketbook kind of describes that, but nonetheless, I'm not gonna.
That can be investment.
I'm not gonna micromanage your 3 better, 3 best.
He's everyone's favorite MC. He's Emmanuel Arthur Thalloran Jr., and he's available for bookings. Just give him a call. But he does request a small honorarium.
Small honorarium, man. Very few things go for pro bono.
Yeah, and by the way, your definition of small and his or ours can be different sometimes. So keep that in mind as well. All right, let's take a quick time out. Yeah? Are we on the break time, aren't we?
You better, you bet.
All right, cool. Let's imagine this. We're actually going to break on time. You're listening to The Drill. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. When you listen to radio play-by-play, you don't just hear the game, you feel it.
This feel good. That feel good.
Get the most play-by-play on 1010XL, Jacksonville's play-by-play sports radio.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. Thank you for trusting us for 55 years of custom welding fabrication and vehicle towing accessories. When you need a trailer hitch for the family car, a gooseneck for the company truck, or even RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We can do a bumper hitch, fifth wheel hitch, anything for safe, reliable towing. Come to Cannons of Jacks, where service is our #1 priority and we treat our customers as we like to be treated. Check us out online, cannonsofjacks.com.
Your tax refund has plans. A vacation? A flat screen TV? Well, your plumbing has other ideas. If you've been putting off a major repair, this is your chance to get the work done and save money. With the tax refund plumbing upgrade from Rooter, get $500 off any major plumbing repair over $5,000. That's real savings. Rooter delivers honest, upfront pricing and experienced pros who do it right. Call to schedule a free estimate. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com. Financing is available.
Find out what it's like to live Florida Gators basketball with Gator legend Patrick Young.
They want Patrick Young.
Dan and Jeff team up for Time Out with Patrick Young, taken by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. And Kuhn Flowers, Friday morning at 8:30 on 1010XL.
Yeah, I know how awful it is to get injured, but not like my friend Tom who got rear-ended last year. Tom McMahon is here. Morgan & Morgan can help you. They're the largest personal injury law firm in the nation. 1,000 lawyers, 100 offices across the nation, and over $30 billion recovered. And guess what? They don't get a single penny unless you do. A proven track record with backup. Hard to find these days, but not with Morgan & Morgan. For the people, that's right. Get injured due to someone's neglect, get paid. Dial Pound Law or check out forthepeople.com.
Hey, gang, Prosser here. When it comes time to sell your home, I'll tell you, you got one option. It's Chad and Sandy. Or another option, just fruitless frustration. Now with Chad and Sandy, see, they get to the solution real quick. Let's get to the punchline. Your home sold guaranteed or they will buy it. That's why you got to go to ChadAndSandy.com or call them today at 414-6200. Government's making moves intended to push mortgage rates lower. The last time rates dropped, we saw a selling and buying frenzy. Now's the time to prepare. You call Chad and Sandy, the proven experts to sell your home. Need max price, need to sell now, fast, easy, stress-free. Chad and Sandy got this science-based market max system It's proven, it's repeatable, and they guarantee they'll sell your home. Using the proprietary Market Max, Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required repairs. Pick your move date. No long-term contracts. We trust them. You can too. ChadAndSandy.com. ChadAndSandy.com.
Hey, Hick and Air, experience crystal clear vision with the Eye Associates. That's formerly Bowdine Associates, Schneider Air and Wellness Center, and Janet A. Betchkel, MD, Jacksonville's leader in advanced eye care, from routine eye exams to specialized vision care. Their experienced team is dedicated to improving and preserving your vision. The same care you've come to trust, now with a new name. To schedule your appointment today, call the Eye Associates, again, formerly Bowdine Associates, Schneider Air and Wellness Center, and Janet A. Betchkel, MD, at 296-0098. That's 296-0098.
Hey, I've got that craving again. How about some Mr. Chubby's wings?
Have you had the Chubby style wings? Grilled to perfection with Chubby's secret seasoning.
You know I have. They are so delicious. I swear you can't find anywhere in town with better wings and better prices on drinks.
So many different specials each night, too. Well, I'm ready to chub it up again.
Me too.
See all their specials at MrChubby'sWings.com. Locations on Fleming Island, the West Side, and Ponte Vedra Beach. Mr. Chubby's Wings. Before the game, after the game, and during the game.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit cards, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long, drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Oh, I love this song, E. This is the theme to, this used to be the theme to ABC Golf. Did you know that?
Did not.
Yeah, this used to be the theme to ABC Golf.
And it's incredible
Welcome
synergy.
To the Happy Valley Open.
Let me tell you, it won't be welcome to Kapalua for this year's Tour Championship. The PGA Tour. You know what this is? All right, Hawaii, you don't want to give us any water. You gone.
Yeah.
That's what happened. They weren't happy that they had this water dispute last year, and they couldn't have their Tour Championship there. So they're probably going to move that, the one that was at Kapalua, Century. They're probably going to move that to Torrey Pines. And the Century will be and not that it changes. It won't be the opener, but instead of the Farmers, it'll be the Century there. Where they open the season, how they play that tourney, if they continue playing that Tourney of Champions, I don't know. But the Sony, they're like, hey, man, what we do?
Right.
But I think if you're not going there for 2 tournaments, it's probably not worth going over there for one. He's down in the dumps today. He had a bad day on the golf course. I know you've been experiencing some doldrums.
Yeah, I went yesterday and hit some balls and just, it's weird. I took 20 balls with the wedge and was just pa-ching, pa-ching, pa-ching. I hit 20 in a row.
Like you're the Zach Johnson of the range.
I was very happy. And then I went to the 8 and it started to get a little skittish. And
the 8 iron?
The 8 iron.
Uh-huh.
And then worked the driver and it was awful.
I'm glad I've never gotten a shank with a club for an hour and a half.
It was so bad with the driver. I was telling Ian the break. I went home and I clicked on how to hit a driver on YouTube.
Go watch the videos.
I got a little lesson I got to work on, so I'm going to go try that to get more. I mean, it was just terrible, man. It is a frustrating sport, bro.
The problem with the YouTube lessons is there's just so many that you end up tying yourself in. But if you go with one for a while, they'll help. I have a pop quiz here since we're talking golf. And just to remind you guys, don't be too hard on yourself. Golf is a difficult game. Millions upon millions of golfers head out to the link. Some for, fantastic afternoons. Some for fantastic failures. I got some stats here.
Okay.
I got the percentage of golfers who have broken 4 different markers.
Okay.
What percentage of golfers have broken 100 in their golf career?
Oh,
Is that where we start? 100's the first one to
the
break?
100's the first one. We're going 100, just to pay it forward, we're going 190, 80, 70. Percentage of golfers.
Now, how do they define golfers? Are these everybody who has
This is anybody who's played golf, I suppose. I don't have all that. I guess I'm probably just going with just,
I'm going to say
surveyed research.
I'm going to say 30%.
That's a good number, 30.
Higher. Guys are getting better. Technology's making people better. 55% of golfers now break 100.
Okay. And I almost got that birdie yesterday, too, Jim.
All right, have you broken 100?
No.
You have not broken 100?
Yeah, see?
Okay.
All right, and this is where you start
close? Have you had a close one? Have you been like 101, 102?
Like 106.
106? Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Percentage of, so that's 55% knocked out.
I told you this, and I'll maintain this. If you figure it out, you'll be a good golfer. But you got to figure it out.
It
takes a while. Yeah.
All right, let me go to the other end.
Tiger used to tell me, Dan, you got to stay in the dirt.
That's when they were getting off of privacy.
You got to hit. You got to keep hitting the ball. Got to stay in the dirt, man.
Off of privacy is off of Hennessy.
All right, so
Hennessy, privacy,
by the way,
whatever it takes.
You're not in the 55.
I am not.
We still got other markers, but you would be, at least you're one of the best 55% of golfers in the world, Dick.
Yeah, I don't
Don't
believe
beat
that.
yourself up. All right, how many golfers?
You golfers suck then.
What percentage of golfers ever break 70?
Ooh.
Oh, 70?
Break 70. That's the low. I got 190, 80, 70. What percentage of golfers ever break, not play in the 60s, but ever break 70?
Broken 70.
Yeah.
15%.
15? Y'all have lost your mind.
7.
0.5% of golfers break 70.
Wow.
I broke 70 one time.
There you go.
Yeah. So that's 69 one time.
Wow.
Where?
It was at the old course at Westland. Out on Collins Road. It was, it was right after I did that whole lesson thing when my game got really, really good. I remember I was working with the Clout guys for about a year. I did the thing. I went under par 3 times, and I went 69 once.
Okay.
That was a par 71, by the way.
Don't care.
0.5%, though. That's it. All right, so
Wow.
now let's go back to the percentage of golfers who break 90. These numbers, by the way, have gotten better. They used to be more damning. It used to be 70% never break 100.
And that one's closer to 30.
I have broken 90 one time. I shot 89 at Blue Sky.
Well, there you go. See, your 90 is my 70. You've done it one time by one shot.
Shout out, E.
Shout out.
Only 25% of golfers break 90. And you're now top 25% in the world.
I'm damn near elite.
Where's this card?
And then this is the real hard one. This is the biggest jump, is the percentage of golfers that break 80.
Uh-huh.
You got 55% break 100, 25% have broken 90. What percent of golfers have broken 80?
10%.
5%.
5%.
Although I will say this. Oh, I know. How can 55% have broken 100?
Yeah.
Oh, because it doesn't have 25%. That's what, 80. 5% is 85, and 0.5 is 85.5. Maybe that they've never even gotten.
Oof.
Oh, I guess that percent have never broken even 100. That's what it is. So you got. I just know what it is for each marker, but that's not added to it. It's bothering me that it doesn't add to 100. It's bothering me.
Oh, I see what you're
See
saying.
what I'm saying? Those percentages don't equal 100. I don't know where the other ones are, and I don't want to go down a rabbit hole of figuring out why.
That'd be difficult.
People are getting better, yeah, but people are lying more, too.
Well, the technology is real, dude. You can get away with a lot more starting as a golfer now than you could when we did. You're getting to these persimmon clubs where the faces are about that big.
Yeah.
I played horrible, and also the length of the course. Like, I played horrible last week. We played at Jack's Beach. It's in great shape, by the way. Thank you, Jack's Beach. Especially off the tee, I was hitting it terrible, but it's short enough that I could recover and get up, in front of the green and get up and down for a bogey or whatever I needed to do. So it wasn't, the score wasn't as bad as I played. I played horrifically. I got a stat of the day.
Oh.
I'm going to need you to, yes, you can sing it if you'd like. I mean, I don't mind.
His name is Hicken. He's got a knowledge addiction.
Thank you, Ball.
It's Dan Hicken, stat of the day.
Yeah, the Knicks were 53-1 when leading by 10-plus points entering the fourth quarter of a playoff game. The only loss was 94 Eastern Conference Finals Game 5 to the Pacers, which might have been the Reggie Miller game.
It was.
Yeah.
It was the Reggie. It didn't feel like a game Atlanta was going to win.
No.
Like, as you watched the game, even the Knicks were up 8, even with like 4 or 5 minutes left, weren't they?
Hate them right now.
Yeah, well, I hear you.
Good thing.
That's the NBA playoffs, and those are the Hawks. They're pesky. It's going to be like I thought it would be. I think it's going 7. And I think New York probably wins in 7, but hopefully not. But the great thing about the stressful thing about being a basketball fan is now you have this incredible urgency. You feel like you can't lose Game 3. Because then you're 2-1 with another one. You feel like you got it. You better go win a game in Atlanta. Right now, the truth is you could go down 3-1 and still win the series maybe. But when you lose that game at home, it puts all the pressure. Forget on the players. I think too much is made of that. But on the fans, it grinds the fans to death when you put yourself in harm's way. And for the Knicks in a situation last night, they didn't need to.
I wasn't at the press conferences yesterday with the Jags, but I saw Josh Hines-Allen. Did he look different to you guys? He looked different to me. He looked bigger.
Okay.
And I'm not saying bigger like fatter. I'm like thick.
Well,
big, strong. I mean,
was it 2 years ago that Josh Hines-Allen wasn't here, and then last year he was?
Yeah, I think that's it.
So but he didn't skip last year with the new coach. He was here in the offseason. I know that he's had a couple off seasons where he did his own thing down in Miami. I think he might have done that last year, at least for a part of it.
I think he likes to do that.
Yeah.
And, again, voluntary, whatever. When you win, nobody cares.
100%.
When you win, nobody cares. If I'm going to do this for a week, just let me know. Okay, that's fine.
Agree. He does look more solid.
He look like
he
thicker?
does.
Like I wonder.
More
full. Yeah.
Well, you know what's good about that?
It's not in any, but it looks good. It doesn't look like fat.
No, he looks cut.
Yes. Like his shoulders and his...
Correct. He looks like he's been lifting.
Yeah.
Kind of
looks like me. We've both been on the weight training programs.
All right. Yeah, that's true. He's got the. Maybe you can invite Josh over and you guys can work out in the garage.
We can work out in the garage together.
Can spot each other.
I don't know if you got enough weights for Josh.
What are you saying?
Bro.
I saw a YouTube.
What do you mean? Why are you laughing?
I saw a YouTube prank going
Why are you
wrong.
laughing?
You got to lift your whole bench, bro.
Why are you laughing?
You're going to need some more weights.
Who do you think you are?
I'm just saying he's just going to need some more weights.
You're the one with sons out, guns out, so you think you're the man
You
now?
don't got enough weights for me neither, champ.
Oh.
You're saying that Hick doesn't have the proper amount of plates. Is that what you're saying?
Cadillac plates.
I love when a YouTube prankster, I'll just say this, Chloe, gets the crap beat out of them. I love it when they do stupid things and win stupid prizes.
Yeah.
I saw these two goons. Going through a gym, and they were going up to dudes and saying, "Hey, man, we're gonna give you $1,000 if you can bench your personal best, and then we'll spot you." And then they get over there, and the guy does it, and they just walk off like that's funny. It's dangerous, right? They did it to this dude, and he's like, "What the heck?" And then one of the other guys working out comes and gets it off of him. He walks right across the gym. He smacked that boy so hard he left his feet. There you go, prankster. Have a good day. All right, 8 o'clock hour is next. Brunch with the Tour and more. You're listening to The Drill on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. On and off the field. At home. On the road. Practice or game day. Hayes Carline covers the Jaguars daily on the all-new 1010XL.com. 1010XL.com.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes with an opportunity again this year, just in case you haven't taken advantage of it in the past. Take the opportunity to drop 40 pounds by the 4th with a Waco 180. It sounds a little different when you put a real goal to it, doesn't it? To make it easier, a Waco 180 has lost Reclaim by a Waco 180. Reclaim is a simple 10-week plan designed to help you reach your weight and health goals. A beginning and an end and a real finish line. It just makes more sense. I dropped my 40 within 10 weeks, and like I always tell you, it was easy. Reclaim by Waco 180 arrives at the perfect time for you to reach your 40 by the 4th and then keep it off with free support for life. Any medication, diet, or workout plan will say you'll see the results. But how many will say in 10 weeks you'll be a new version of yourself, thanking the old you for making that call to Waco 180? 40 by the 4th isn't just a slogan. It's an opportunity to succeed with Reclaim by Waco 180. Only at Waco180weightloss.com.
Investment landscape always changing. New rules, new regulations, new opportunities. But at ITP Partners, one thing remains constant. That's our commitment to your financial future. ITP Partners will consolidate your accounts. They'll roll over your 401k. They'll maximize your pension programs. ITP Partners, trust, transparency, and experience. So grateful for Janice Cobb, Reed Wingate, Dan Abel, Reagan Wright, Jeff Hartman, and Chris Bryant. Get your money in motion. I'm so thankful that I have with ITP Partners, man. You know, you start with one number, and you look one day and it's a lot bigger number. And that's a lot of good news for yours truly. They're stable, they're strategic, they're secure, they're easy to get a hold of, ITB Partners. Chris at ITBPartners.com or call 312-9751. They're my financial partners for life. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Osaic Wealth, members FINRA and SIPC. Osaic Wealth separately owned, and other entities and/or marketing names, products, or services references here are independent of Osaic Wealth.
Top salespeople don't rely on talent. They follow a system. At Sandler Sales Jacksonville Boot Camp, you'll learn how to control conversations, handle objections, and close with confidence. Matt Rocco with Sandler Sales here. We can help. There's a 2-day sales boot camp in Jacksonville, May 13th and 14th. We'll show you how to increase performance or that of your team. Call 904-646-1900. That's 904-646-1900 to reserve your seat today.
Stunning visuals, extended arrangements. Experience Pink Floyd like never before. Floyd Nation returns to the Florida Theater with the Inner Light Tour, a powerful, immersive live show with the music you love. Wish you were here, comfortably numb, time, and another brick in the wall. It's more than a tribute, it's a journey. Floyd Nation, November 13th at Florida Theater. Tickets on sale now at floridatheater.com.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
If you're thinking about getting a new roof sometime this year, Endless Summer Roofing can help. I'm Claudia, owner of Endless Summer Roofing. Stronger materials, expert installation, real peace of mind. A new roof isn't just an upgrade. It's the primary source of protection for your family home. Visit EndlessSummerRoofing.com for a free inspection today, and I'll make sure you're ready for tomorrow. Endless Summer Roofing. Protecting your home from Florida's endless summers.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it worse. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Growing up in Jacksonville, I always associated beards with an elevated experience, something that isn't your big box store.
Dr. Aryan Afshari talking about his experience at Beards Diamonds.
Every single time I've walked into Beards, I have felt confident. I have felt like I've been guided down the right path. I feel like no one is there to take my money and that they all have my best interest in mind.
When Dr. Afshari went into Beards Diamonds for his engagement ring, he was blown away by the selection.
We walked into Beards, they showed us a massive array of diamonds, of bands.
But they helped him narrow it down and even offered to customize a designer setting for a one-of-a-kind ring.
I showed them some inspirations and they really kind of knocked it out of the park. I think Megan still has the best ring out of all her friends.
Beards Diamonds. Unbeatable selection, direct importer prices, designer rings, no commission salespeople, and local owners.
I wanted something meaningful, and that's what I found at Beards.
Get the value and luxury experience you deserve. Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Waken 180 Weight Loss. Jag QB Trevor Lawrence sees the advantage this year as workouts kick off.
Starting today, I feel like obviously we're a lot further ahead than we were last year.
National Defensive Player of the Year, Ruben Chinyilo, is testing the NBA draft waters after averaging a double-double and becoming the first Gator in 50 years to hit double-figure boards. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 8:04 and it's 56 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Let me clean up some dummy time. The reason it doesn't add to 100 is because some of the ones that broke 100 also broke 90, or the ones that broke 90 also broke 80.
I knew it.
Like, I would fit into all four of those categories. Why does this not make me feel any better that I have one time in my life broken 70, which puts me in the 0.5 percentile of golfers, while the percentage of golfers that make a hole-in-one is 2%? So, what? Huh? Why is getting a hole in one 4 times easier than breaking 70? Yet I got to take pot shots from hacks like Joe Yu after we do a story like that because Joe's a hack.
Okay,
it's a hope for you all looking for your first hole in one. I mean, Joe Yu is an abject hack, and he has one. He'll never hit that 0.5%. I told him that.
Ain't gonna happen.
For what it's worth. Yeah, for what it's worth. You mentioned.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Okay.
You?
I just happened to see this, so I'll ask E real quick because these are two people. I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
Emmanuel Arthur Thalloran Jr. Let him eat. Who's a better running back?
Okay.
Fred Taylor or Marshawn Lynch?
I knew you was going to say that.
Or who?
Or Marshawn Lynch.
That's not even close.
Yeah,
Fred played.
I'd go Fred.
Fred played 4 more games than Marshawn. 153 to 149. Fred had 2,534 rushing attempts. Marshawn had 79 less, 2453. Fred had 11,695. Marshawn had 10,413. Fred 4.6 to 4.2. So both very good.
I'm surprised Lynch's is close, to be honest, because he was such much more a plotter and a physical back, where Fred had that
finesse,
sweetness about him that he get
rushing
outside
touchdowns. Marshawn 85, Fred 66.
Yeah.
Receptions. Who do you think had more?
Probably Marshawn. I think he caught a lot of balls.
Fred had 290. Marshawn had 287.
Wow. Close.
Real similar.
Reception yards, Fred 2384, Marshawn 2214. He benefited from that 180-yarder he caught against Baltimore, Freddie did.
Now, is Marshawn viewed as a Hall of Famer?
No. I don't think so.
Kind of right there.
That hurts. That hurts. That's such a close. Those are fair comparisons.
Yeah.
I mean,
you can make an argument for Marshawn.
Well, sure, but it lessens Fred's argument, which is something we never want. Not for us, but for the guys in the room.
But Fred is. The problem is this: if you went to here, we're in Jacksonville. I just asked E, who is friends with both of them. If I went to Kansas City, if I went to the Northeast, if I went to anywhere else in the U.S. besides the 2 corner spots, and I said, "Hey, who's better, Fred Taylor or Marshawn Lynch?" I say 75% would say Marshawn Lynch.
Me too, because they won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'd probably think that also.
Yeah, they would say Marshawn Lynch, and Fred Taylor is a little bit better.
Marshawn Lynch, too, to kick off the highlight generation, so to speak.
Beastquake.
Has one of the most iconic runs in the history of the NFL.
Yeah.
And that carries some
that helps.
cachet for sure.
It definitely does. Beastquake is
that signature play.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
I think since we're talking running backs, I think one of the more intriguing dynamics still to be worked out for this Jaguars team before they break training camp and get ready for the regular season is the running back room. I think if you privately got the Jags to sign, okay, what's one area you whiffed? What's one area you came up short? What's one area you didn't get what your target, your stated target was? It'd be the running back game. I don't think the intention when the season ended was to let Travis Etienne go and not have a more accomplished veteran come to replace him. Someone more accomplished than Chris Rodriguez, who's had only handsfuls of carry. And so I think the Jags were active in trying to get, more proven veteran backs, and for different reasons it didn't work out. I think some of the trades we saw other teams made, the Jags were interested in on as well, whether it's David Montgomery or others. So that tells me, and I bring this up because I just looked at another 7-round mock draft, and the last 2 7-round mock drafts I've seen, I got one that gives me a running back in round 7, and I got another that does not have me drafting a running back. I think the Jags go early on the running back, Dan.
The top 4?
Well, when we've said there's like the 2 backs and then there's a drop-off. I don't want to wait and get the 8th or 9th of that drop-off. I think it's incumbent on them. And by the way, same thing you're counting on last year. Basil Tootin should be that guy with that same philosophy. But I think the Jags will make it a priority to get the guy that they have earmarked as the guy. And James Gladstone and the Rams were good at that. Kyron Williams, a good back. Blake Corum's good back. Those guys were all late in the process. They aren't the 1st and 2nd round draft picks. So I think a rookie running back is going to play a big part in this year's running game.
I agree.
Okay.
I don't think the Jags did enough, and it's probably my number one concern with this football team. I have this, fear that we don't run the ball effectively. I'm not sold on any one guy that we got. I think all have potential, but I sure would like to have a bird in the hand on this one. I sure like to have one veteran guy that I know this guy is going to go out there and play football and do fine.
I think they do too. That's kind of my point. I think
but if they draft a guy, there's still a question.
Correct. That's right. You better draft a good one. You count on Tootin is not a veteran. He played limited amount last year. And Rodriguez, there's a reason that Brian Robinson Jr. and Austin Eckler, there's been a lot of guys in Washington that were getting carries over Rodriguez.
Yeah. I'm still and I don't want to argue the Tootin thing because I like.
Well, it's unknown.
Yeah. I'm amazed at how many people just sit there and say, "Oh, dude, we'll be fine." 300 yards rushing in a whole season.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be different if he'd have gotten a lot more carries.
Yeah,
I mean, that's one thing you need as a running back, right? Or we don't know what a running back is till he carries it 20 times in a game. Some running backs go pip 30. I don't know if he does that. He never carried it more than 5 or 6 times.
ETN had a terrific year for us last year. Terrific year.
13 touchdowns. Man.
Yeah, 13 touchdowns. Now, Tootin did get 6 or 7.
Yeah, he got his.
He got 6.
Yeah.
I won't guarantee the production in the touchdown category, but
catching them, Tootin, what do you have? Achane had 3 against the Jets. Is that right? 3 touchdown receptions, I think he had against the Jets, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I can't go Achane. I think Devon every time. He's ETN. He'll forever be ETN. I'm not going there.
Not doing it.
Yeah.
It's his own fault.
I do believe this. And again, I said this before. If there was on, I'll go on the, the predictive markets. I would predict that the Jags will run for as many or more yards next year as they did last. That's how irrelevant the running game to me has become in the NFL.
Yeah, that's hard for me to say.
Yeah, I know. And I don't, I can see why that would not be, people wouldn't be on board with that.
Yeah. There is one of my favorite social media fun things to watch that pops up on my timeline, once a week or whatever, that I always sit and enjoy and watch it. There's nothing better. I don't know why. It tickles me every time. But the Porch Pirate explosion boxes.
Yeah, that's the AI ones. Yeah.
God, I love those, man.
They're so AI, too.
I love them.
And then they go back up, their faces cover the powder, screaming at the front door.
They grab the box off the thing. They start running. They show the poof, it turn all green.
Yeah.
Poof, they turn all pink.
If a box was really exploding like that, it'd be killing these people. I mean, the explosion that it would take to throw powder, an acre in all directions.
They get so mad, they run to their car, they put it in their car, poof.
I guess my equivalent to that, have you ever seen like those videos
Make
where
me chuckle.
Like I could take a picture of Dan and he's dancing and like he's dancing really good. Like there's no way that's Dan.
Oh yeah.
No.
Or remember the one that the guy would be coming up on stage and they put his face on it.
Yeah.
Come running up on stage.
They do. I'll tell you another one that's
Those are
really
good.
funny. They do the toddler politician deal. I think what's called pacifier politics.
Uh-huh.
That is funny.
Or stand-up comedy with the babies.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh man, that's a chuckle. Anyway, there are some funny things that are out there.
Oh gosh, there's a lot of it. In the AI though, you just got to know it's AI.
Got to know.
Yeah, I mean, the Porch Pirates started. It would have worked.
Oh,
but then they just kept ratcheting it up so that it takes you back to the very first one. That one wasn't.
There's
true.
Josh Hines Allen.
No, yeah, I saw him. I saw him
did?
yesterday, and I've seen him all morning. He definitely looks more.
He's big.
What's great about that hit, because it's April 21st. He let those guys go in the middle of January. Josh Hines Allen went to work. Whatever they told him about what you want, 3 better, 3 best, maybe that body was on his 3 better.
All right, we'll talk about the Scotty Scheffler slump when we come back with the tour. I mean, this
feel
guy's
for him. I hope he's taking lessons.
This guy's a train wreck right now as he finishes second again. That and more next on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The radio station built in Jacksonville for Jacksonville. 1010XL.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. By now, everyone has heard about saving money on their energy bills. There are all sorts of things you can do to cut energy costs, but most people don't think about their windows.
But Window World knows that the biggest energy loss in almost every home is the windows. There is more energy loss from old builder-grade windows than just about anything else in your home.
You can upgrade your heating and air, your appliances. That's good too. But before you do all that, upgrade your windows to Window World's energy-efficient windows.
Window World's windows are easy to clean, energy efficient, and have the best guarantee in the business.
Window World's slogan is simply the best for less, and we mean it. You get great American-made windows, and you get to keep more of your money when you buy from Window World. Need any more reasons to buy your windows from Window World? Call them today and set up your free in-home estimate, or go online to windowworldneflorida.com.
Window World, simply the best for less.
Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
Hey, gang, Hickett here. When it comes to trucks, the only name you need to know is George Moore Chevrolet. Right now, the showroom off Atlantic Boulevard is loaded with the toughest, strongest, hardest-working Chevy trucks around. Silverado after Silverado, ready to work or play just as hard as you do. And, gang, I don't just talk about them. I got 2 George Moore Chevrolet trucks of my own, and I love them. They've earned every mile, every job, every weekend. Power every day, man. You feel it. Dependability, you bet. Style, you see my boy Blue. It's the truck you want. George Moore Chevrolet is who you need. Stop by the Atlantic Boulevard showroom and see why truck people keep coming back for more at George Moore Chevrolet. Together! That's right.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
I just got another NBA offer from Hard Rock Bet.
A Hard Rock Bet promo at the Hard Rock Bet Party? That is so meta.
That's not meta. That's Meta World Peace. Meta. Tell them about Hard Rock Bet.
Hard Rock Bet has it all. Live odds for every NBA game, every player prop, same game parlays, you name it. It's the only place I play these days.
Okay, now that is meta.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Sent in, and Sporting Jacks breaks through first.
For the latest on Jacksonville's pro soccer team, join the Sporting Jacks Coaches Show, presented by Honda of the Avenues, every Tuesday night at 6 on 1010 AM and 1010XL.com.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Here you can see.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the Botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said gone boating. But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations. Julington Creek, Jack's Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine. And over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing? Or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the Botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, Brunch with the Tour, trained by
Clearwater Irrigation
and North Florida Medical Centers on 1010XL.
Before we introduce our legendary guest, Stuart Moore. Sorry, I was just doing the brunch part.
It's the best part.
I'll talk about this later, but
I mean,
yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Nice start.
No offense taken. We're good.
You're muted right now. So I wanted to make one other point.
No, he's on. He's on.
I know.
Okay,
I'm muting him.
Oh,
I watched this documentary the other day, and it was funny because it was a great quote. He goes, you know, there's only been 3 NBA teams that had their own moniker. He goes, There were the Showtime Lakers. There were the Bad Boys.
Mm-hmm.
And there were the Jailblazers.
You watched the Jailblazers?
I did.
They were also called the Trail Gangsters. We got that one out of them, too.
Yeah. But anyway, I'll talk about it later.
That's
but
it. Those are only 3
interesting.
in basketball.
Well,
huh?
that's what this particular person said. Now, with that said, we don't have any nicknames like that on the PGA Tour, but we have some great nicknames. What's the best golf nickname, Stuart Moore? The Golden Bear still? Does that reign?
The Merry Mex.
Mary
Lee
Mex.
Trevino.
Mm-hmm.
Not so merry sometimes if you've ever been around him. In the
Tiger's pretty good.
Yeah, that's fair.
He was Tiger he wasn't
Eldrick.
But it's still a nickname. His name's Eldrick Woods. It's still a nickname. You just knew him like that.
And you would see fans at events. Yeah.
Self-glossed.
Yeah.
Media mogul. Sorry.
Go get it, Eldrick. You just hear sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, what's up?
What's happening, boys?
What's going on?
Teats. That was a good one.
That was a great one.
Teats Mickelson back in the day.
Teats McGee.
Teats Mickelson, we called him.
That's
for a
what we
while.
called him.
He's all, now he's entered and left his midlife crisis, so he slimmed down. He'll never again be Teats
that's right,
Mickelson.
yeah.
He'll now be Goatee Mickelson.
Wellness coffee that changed his life, right?
Changed it.
Yeah.
Changed it.
CBD Mickelson.
Great weekend. RBC Heritage.
Yeah.
It's one I've said it a million times on the show. It's my favorite event. Family's gone to Hilton Head for a long time.
Much like you and Matty Fitzpatrick.
Yes.
You long to win it as well. To put on that plaid jacket.
I mean, he tried to lose it on 18. Boy, you missed that fairway. I know it was played into the wind and regulation there when he missed the fairway.
Yeah, but what a shot
True,
on the playoff.
Serious question. I'm not trying to hate on Hilton Head. Does it keep elevated status every year?
It's yes, it has.
Does?
Yeah. Now going forward, when we look at 27,
there's
28,
a lot changing.
There's a lot changing.
I don't think it's fair, bro, that they get it when you compare to other tournaments that don't.
Well, I think but it's also proximity. The players like playing a couple signatures in a row. I mean, if you want, I'm not calling it Masters of signature, but I mean, then you look at now we've got Doral coming up, and then we've got
I'm sure
Quayle,
they love playing it. I'm sure these jokers love to go win $4 million instead of $2 million.
But you could make the same argument for Travelers after the U.S. Open.
Of course, I would.
It's the same
I
thing.
would. It's the exact same deal. Only it's the northeastern version of Hilton Head.
But also, shout out to RBC, who sponsors 2 events on the PGA Tour. Thank you for your investment partnership.
I'm not going to. I don't mean to overkill it. It's not a golf. It's just I don't know. I feel like it's like an undeserved elevation for that market, for that course, for the tournament.
But I think before this FCC stuff, where we're changing everything, it wasn't necessarily the market. Is who's willing to pony up $25 million or whatever. And RBC said, "Hey, we'll do it." Right. And you've got one of the top 5 golf courses,
and they want to do that one.
Correct.
That's fair.
Now, whether that changes, because if you listen to Brian Rolap, we need to be in bigger markets.
See, and I guess that's also why I differ. In Hilton Head, there's no ranking system in the creation of the heavens and the earth that I'd say it's a top 5 golf course. For me, that's just me.
That's I think from a player standpoint.
Yeah.
Are we headed towards? I think he said this. Now help me if I'm wrong. Maybe I misheard them. Aren't we headed towards a system of 20?
Correct. If you read the tea leaves,
and then there'll be other ones, but it'll be not for the top 50 players.
Correct.
In the world.
The way we're kind of looking at it is
and then relegation, you can move up and down.
That's what we don't have sometimes with these signature events. We've got the Aeon swings and such, but you're looking at a track 1, which 22 some odd events.
Right.
Big events, big purses, the best players, 120 player field. So we're going to move away from the 60 player field stuff. Make sure there's a cut. Guys really like a cut, playing for something on a Friday. Then there's a track 2, which will be, the other PGA Tour events, if you will. I think the big question mark is, what is track 3? Is that some form of the Korn Ferry Tour?
Right.
And there's, the ability to move up and down there. So I think
there's a lot going on
right
now as you revamp yet again and change everything. Now, will this be done in time for 27?
I think that's TBD.
Okay, because we're not going to Hawaii to start.
We're not going to Hawaii to start.
Okay.
So that got out yesterday.
We
know that. So, the Century, the season opening event,
they say that Sony's going to be a Champions Tour event?
Working towards that.
What about our guy's not out there anymore, right?
Who?
I don't know, the farter.
Alex Urban?
He's not out there anymore, right?
No, the farter is the executive director of the Tour Championship.
Shout out.
Poor Alex. Was this syndicated
Family
in Atlanta?
still lives here.
God, I hope it is.
Every time they hear us call him the farter.
Fault.
It is. Well, I mean, I guess.
The farter. I thought you were talking about
I couldn't remember his name, but I remember.
I don't know how that's my fault, but okay.
That's tough, man.
How to get his name to Farter?
Oh, God.
I'll give you one guess.
Well, we now have another great nickname in golf, apparently.
He snuck one out that was
it was the fear on the poor dude's face. I was in there by myself.
It was a stink bomb.
Yeah, and he did this. He did the silent. And by the way, yeah, and it's just the two of us. He knows what the deal is. There's no get. It's so overpowering that it had to be referenced.
You had to say something.
Like, right. Even in the form of the radio show, it was so rich and overpowering.
Don't be texting him right now.
It had to be referenced. That's all.
Stop it.
No,
you're texting him right now.
I'm texting him.
What's wrong with you? You know what? Wait, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call him. We're gonna do a phone call, and then he's gonna text you, and it's gonna be real rough.
You can't fart in a studio.
It's kind of like an elevator.
He was young.
He must think he's okay. I'm gonna get away with this, and then it was like one of those. It was like a concentrated death gas.
It's happened to all of us.
Just a dropper. It's like one of those.
It happened to all of us.
Yeah.
Guys,
the poor kid. He was so embarrassed.
Floating around Atlanta, shaking hands, selling hospitality.
And
No,
you know what? And
in Jacksonville, guess what your nickname is?
Yeah, and I think we had one of the whoever we always had a Guggenella there for a while, whether it was Jordan or Thurkill. One of those girls walked in right after. Oh my God, it was just bad.
Top 5 people who hate the drill. Number 1, the farter.
Alex
Number
Urban.
2, Jiggles.
Jiggles not a fan.
Jiggles is not a fan.
No, I don't blame him.
Oh,
I wouldn't be either.
Number 3, Teets Mickelson.
Yeah.
All right, back to our the changing. So we don't know if it'll be done in time for 27.
Yeah. So it's starting to feel a little bit more
because the other thing that we got to deal with is Liv's going belly up.
Well, that was an interesting Wednesday, huh?
Yeah. So let's say Liv goes belly up. Now, listen, I don't believe for 1 second that one-time offer is going to be
a one-time offer.
Yeah.
Well, but it might be stricter.
In fact, no, it won't. It'll be more lean. You're
not if they got nowhere to go, Hick.
Bro, you're getting Rahm because you want Rahm and DeChambeau on your tour. And if DeChambeau met with all these different, okay, well, I'll just play the majors and I'll make millions of dollars doing YouTube or whatever. I'm just saying, obviously they all want to come back. Obviously the tour wants them back. They'll work it out.
I don't know why this would be so wrong, but I would go to every single one of them from Joaquin Neiman to Terrell Hatton. I would find out, documented, how much bag they got when they left, and you're going to pay me half of that to come back to my tour, or you can GTH.
Hardball.
That's what I'm doing. So if Joaquin Neiman got a $40 million signing bonus, $20 million you can come back, friend. If not, have fun in Bogota. Knock yourself out.
What's the tour's official stance on all
this?
Go
play the Latin America tour.
I love Bogota.
Yeah,
one of my
I'm sure you do.
cities. Oh, what was that? I mean,
yes. By the way, Cartel, that's Jeff ripping Bogota.
It's not fine. I'm right here. Yeah. Well,
make sure.
I'm sure they're monitoring the drill this morning.
Make sure that the attack goes to the left of them.
I'll admit to reference Bogota, the capital of Colombia. Not sure it had anything to do with any cartels.
The fourth person that hates the drill, the cartel.
The cartel.
Oh, no.
Big fans.
I love the cartel.
The cartel's like, what's a fart?
Chapo, shout out.
Oh, yeah. We do have a literal, don't forget, for Mickelson when it comes to nicknames, aside from our not so endearing Teets Mickelson, there's also Fig Jam.
Oh, yeah. That was a classic.
That was a classic.
I mean, yeah, I would imagine there will be some sort of pathway back unless all these guys are going to go play the DP World Tour. We're just going to prop up the DP
that's
World
right.
Tour.
And then if they're good enough, they'll make their way back on tour. And they should be.
You're not asking the question I thought you would.
Which is?
If there's no live,
do
these guys need to play for $25 million purses? Well, the only reason the purses got to where they are is because of live.
Be pretty disingenuous to rock bottom them.
Walk that one
but
back.
I'm not going to. I've told you before, dude, and I love golf, and I appreciate the golfers working not near as hard as 98% of the American workforce. But this gone out of control. I wouldn't pay a golfer more than $2 million for winning a golf tournament.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and if you don't want to keep playing, I don't care.
I don't know that it's sustainable, even on the PGA Tour. To the kind of money that's been being tossed around.
That's
why you brought in private equity. And listen, the private equity boys at some point are going to want to see a little ROI.
Rich people like money. They don't like wasting it. And at the end of the day with PGA Tour, and again, this is coming from the biggest supporter when it comes to watching on the weekend there can be. If in the model of sports, You can't pay out, $4 billion and only make through gate and TV $2 billion. It doesn't work. And I'm just using numbers. I don't know what the exact breakdown is, but I do know the way they're paying these guys and the FedEx bonus here and this, that, and the other. They do not earn their money. They are gifted it for good performances. It's like a tip jar. That's what these guys are. They get a tip jar. They played great this week. Here's $2 million, Scotty. I know you're down on your luck. Scotty, not a closer anymore, huh? Is that what we've learned the last couple of weeks?
That's tough, man.
What was that shot?
That second shot. I mean, that hole into the wind does not happen it's usually a downwind.
I got a worse one. Right. What about the par 3, bro? You're making a charge. It came up 30 yards short on a par 3 tee shot.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just not hitting the golf ball because Fitzpatrick hit the same club 7 and hit it 20 yards by him.
Right.
Like, what hole is that, 15?
And Fitzpatrick in the 14 in the
By the way,
playoff with a hand off the club.
Yeah.
12 feet with a 4-iron.
Yeah. A little shout out to Matty Fitz. He's handled everything great.
I like
him. Playing great. I love
not just playing great, but handling everything great.
The fans, the chanting,
Stupid.
Yeah.
By the way, he should be endeared at Hilton Head.
His
family's been going there forever. He
people
loves
are
Hilton
stupid.
Head. He's got the lighthouse as a head cover.
Yeah. No, hey, buddy.
I mean, sometimes we're kind of dumb in the South. Right? I guess it's not. I mean, you see it in the
let me
North
tell you
too,
that hey, man, film me. Watch. I'm going to go USA. Ooh, then we'll post it. Idiots.
I was watching the full swing on the Ryder Cup episode the other day, and man, it was an embarrassing time for a lot of people.
Yeah,
golf world, just everybody was sort of. There's a little bit of, everybody had to take a little bit of blame in this thing, because we overhype. We want you're going into New York. You want to they lit the fuse, man.
Right.
And if you do that, what do you expect?
You can't oversell an event in New York either, out on Long Island. That's what we've talked about it too. I'm not trying to hype up the President's Cup, but from a fan experience, the Ryder Cup's cool. You are 13 deep from the rope line, probably 13 deep for beers, and everyone's just screaming.
And you got
have fun
and listen.
Enjoy.
What they did to Rory, I mean, I thought he handled it pretty well too, man. He would just step back, look at him. Now, one time he said, "Shut the F up."
Right.
At the Ryder Cup?
Yeah. I mean, so he handled it. Lowry, those guys handled it fine.
And they won.
And they won.
Yeah.
And they won.
Right.
Great
Which
job,
they seem to do a lot.
Yes,
For
they
sure.
do.
Because our guys,
they
grew up, camping in the back of the Escalade, and those guys grew up raking the bunkers in the morning to get the golf day started.
I do appreciate how much it meant to Keegan Bradley. It did mean.
Well, Keegan may have raked a bunker. There's too many golfers on the tour that never raked a bunker in their life.
Stop with what? Oh no!
Oh, no.
Why did you
Alex
do this?
Urban.
Why?
Most people work their whole life to build a legacy. I did it in 30 seconds.
I love that guy too.
Nobody even knows who Alex Urban is.
Yeah, they do. He's from here.
Sorry, he's the greatest.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who know Alex Urban.
One of the best guys you'll ever meet.
No, I mean in the sports world, nobody knows who Alex Urban is.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Why would they?
Nobody. I do now.
He's the farter, right? That's what they know him as.
Can we clip this episode? Maybe
No. Let's come back and make our picks. And Stuart's going to explain to us the format and the scoring for this week's event in New Orleans.
Here we go again.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes with an opportunity again this year, just in case you haven't taken advantage of it in the past. Take the opportunity to drop 40 pounds by the 4th with a Wake 180. It sounds a little different when you put a real goal to it, doesn't it? To make it easier, a Wake 180 has lost Reclaim by a Wake 180. Reclaim is a simple 10-week plan designed to help you reach your weight and health goals. A beginning and an end and a real finish line. It just makes more sense. I dropped my 40 within 10 weeks, and like I always tell you, it was easy. Reclaim by Awake 180 arrives at the perfect time for you to reach your 40 by the 4th and then keep it off with free support for life. Any medication, diet, or workout plan will say you'll see the results. But how many will say in 10 weeks you'll be a new version of yourself, thanking the old you for making that call to Awaken 180? 40 by the 4th isn't just a slogan. It's an opportunity to succeed with Reclaim by Awaken 180. Only at Awaken180weightloss.com.
Florida's sun and storms means your roof has probably seen better days. If you're wondering about its condition, visit EndlessSummerRoofing.com to schedule a free, no-pressure inspection. Endless Summer Roofing. protecting your home from Florida's endless summers.
So, you finally have some time to yourself. Even if it is just the car ride home, it's you time. And look at you. Do not disturb set before you even got in the car? Impressive. You've earned this moment to just chill and drive. This break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Not everyone is built for a cubicle. At Local 234, apprentices get paid to learn hands-on skills like plumbing, pipe fitting, HVAC, the stuff Jacksonville runs on. No endless lectures, no massive student debt, just hands-on training, real jobs, and real pay. This is how you level up, by doing work that actually matters. Check them out at UA234.com. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Local 234. Make the right connection.
Checkmate. I'm Brendan Cecilia, founder of Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, the Checkmate Chessman.
At most companies, people start on the ground floor and work their way up to the corner office. At Checkmate, I started on the ground floor, and almost 20 years in, that's still where I am, making ground floors look awesome, one garage at a time.
Well, I started as a pawn and worked my way up to king.
No, you didn't. Some guy drew you as a king. I asked them to give you a roller, so at least you'd look like one of the guys.
Yes, I rather would have preferred a sword.
At Checkmate, I work personally with our teams to perfect the preparation and application techniques that make Checkmate floors beautiful and durable.
And I keep things classy with my adorable accent.
Beautiful floors?
Check. Guaranteed to last?
Check. The finishing touch your home deserves? Checkmate.
Transforming your floors, making them great. Checkmate.
Visit checkmatecoatings.com.
Most people think we only know sports around here, but they're wrong. Frank Frangie here. I also know who to turn to when I need a floral arrangement, and that's Kuhn Flowers. When you need to send that someone something special, rely on Kuhn Flowers, online at kuhnflowers.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, brunch with the tour. Trained by
Clearwater Irrigation
and North Florida Medical Centers on 1010XL.
All right, welcome back to the program. Talking some golf here, and what are we doing? So we're going to Zurich. We're going to New Orleans.
Team golf, baby.
Team golf. That's you and me against Jeff and E type thing. And
I think we win.
And how does that work? Like how do we?
So, yeah, I mean, this started in 2017. Zurich wanted to make it a team event. It's been really popular in the market.
It's kind of neat. Yeah. It's different. It's like you guys, but.
You basically
average golf fan, it's like, what's going on here? And you see the names paired together.
Right.
And, Rory and Shane Lowry played together 1 year or a couple years and won it 1 year.
Won it, yeah. They won it a few years ago.
And that was the scene where he's singing after the win.
Don't stop believing.
Yeah, all that nonsense.
Uh-oh. Here he comes.
Coming back to me now, the flashbacks of this grifter last year trying to claim like more money for this team title than they made at the Masters. We're not doing that this year. You get the total. You don't get to add them both together.
Such a bad mood today.
No, I'm not.
You do this
cheated.
5 mornings a week?
He cheated, didn't he?
I don't do the math.
Did he cheat last year? Do you remember that?
Clay County does the math.
I remember that. Clay County does do the math.
Both. You get one total of 1.6.
So the winner gets 1.3 per team. So the team gets 2.6. So each guy gets like 1.3 who wins. So we're saying whoever wins this week gets 1.3.
So we're going to pick a team event and we're going to give it the same amount of prestige as the players. That's what we're doing.
2.6 is not 4.5.
Yeah. Well, it's not 1.3 like it should be. The guy only gets 1 point. I think that the first place check should be 1.3.
Are we about to go in the octagon? Like, why are you mad at me? I'm not
mad at you.
Did y'all just nickname me Clay?
Who's mad?
It didn't nickname me
Last
Clay.
year it was more. Last year they give 1.8.
And that was a shot really at the entire
3.6
community of Clay County.
By the way, yeah, he's in the.
In other words, he's saying that you are poor at math.
I know,
and you weren't educated well in Clay County.
I didn't say that.
That's what he said.
That's wild.
I just turned.
All y'all need a Snickers. We need a Snickers sponsor.
I turned around the control room. E is standing up with a tank top on and a gold chain, staring at me.
I don't think that this little pitch this little team should be that you should get 2.6 if you pick the winner. That's just me. Unless let's just pick or we're picking teams.
It's the same for everyone. So I don't like. Did I pick the winner last year? I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. God, you got a good memory.
I remember
even
it
know what I
being.
had for dinner last night.
I remember it being.
He has no idea if you picked the
I
winner.
100% do, and I remember it because you end up getting the amount of money for picking these two little ne'er-do-wells.
You know what? I should get 2.6 for picking Ben Griffin and Andrew Novak.
Yeah.
What a call!
Yeah,
very nice.
I should get 5.2.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever the rule is, just set it.
Well, let's set the rule.
Yeah, that's all right.
I just need it set going in because I know how this game works. Then we start revamping it next week.
Fine. The winning
Well,
team
actually,
gets $7.
Well, I think last year we
Why
took.
are we doing this week? Just skip a week. It's not enough money. I need more money.
Well, I mean, you jumped into
Bring us
second
up to
place.
date on the Dreamfinders home
Yeah,
standing.
no, we'll
Okay.
pick. We'll pick. All right. I just want to know going in.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 1.3 and change.
I want to think last year we picked like different. Did we pick teams or did
Yeah.
we pick golfers?
Teams.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Pick two teams.
All right.
Well, in fourth place after picking Xander and Ludwig, they got me $1.2 million. Added that to my 7.1, that brings me up to 8.3.
Shout out.
In third place, Cam Young and Justin Thomas got him a total of 182 grand. Add
That's
that
not
to
good.
last week's 8.5 brings him to 8.7.
Shout out.
In second place after taking Fitzy and Cantlay, you got him 4.1 million.
Wow.
Let's go.
Add that to a previous score of 8.5. He's now at 12.7.
Shout out.
But still in first place after taking Henley and Fleetwood. They only got him 195 grand. But adding that to his previous of 14.6, he's now at $14.8 million.
Shout out.
All right. So
with that said, so it's E, Pros, Stuart, Dan, and our Dreamfinders Homes picks of the day. E, you have the honors, sir.
Fitzpatrick, he ain't gonna win 2 in a row. I like this Lowry Koepka combination.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with that.
Okay. That lends us to Jeff Prosser of the next pick.
I'll happily take Alex Fitzpatrick. This is a chance for Matty to give his brother a win. They're playing on a course that, correct me if I'm wrong, somewhat similar to what they just played. It's kind of a TPC kind of layout, kind of a target golf
well,
course.
It's Pete Dye as well.
You know,
Yeah.
target golf course. So yeah, I'll ride Matt Fitzpatrick and little brother Alex.
Okay.
That takes us to the legendary Stuart Moore, hot after last week.
That's right. Let's go back to the well with Novak and Griffin. Love my guys.
Novak's coming off a good week.
Novak, a diehard Carolina Panthers fan, which I'm sure all the listeners care about. Yeah.
Wow, this is a tough one.
Yeah, you better Google some names, buddy.
I haven't heard of a lot of these guys.
I'm working
That's what
right
makes
now.
it great.
I'm gonna go. Okay, let's see. I kind of like this one. That Bolton likes. So I'm gonna go off the board a little bit. Let me see where they are in the odds. I think they're way down here.
If you go to Vegas, do you bet on the team or a player on the team?
Yeah. It's hard to isolate because they got
It's
alternate
weird in
shot,
fantasy.
best
It
ball,
ticks
yeah.
me off in fantasy every year because we isolate. So you can take a guy and you get,
really?
but you only get half the credit.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
All right, are these guys not playing because I don't see them on the Vegas, but I do see them in the Bolton. So I need confirmation, please. Can I go to you on this, Stuart,
Sure.
please? The Gerard,
Stay away from my guy.
lefty guy, Yellow Mirage.
Yeah, they're playing.
They're playing.
Yeah. They're not on the big board in Vegas.
I'm gonna go
That's
Gerard
tough.
and Sidarshan Yellow Mirage.
Look at the pronunciation
Yes,
guy.
thank
Wow.
you. Thank
I'll tell you what.
Thank you very much. And then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to go Thorbjornsen and
Boy, Aaron Rye.
and Phillips.
Carl Phillips.
No, you got Ryan Thigala there sitting there for you. Well, maybe not, but
Yeah.
I'm going Thorbjornsen and Phillips. Ooh, this is not going to go well for me.
This isn't.
So it's only 1.3, right? We've already decided that.
Is that?
I know.
That's what we decided. We just wait. We had it.
No, we never decided. We
We never
talked.
decided.
Okay, I'm deciding, or we'll take a vote that it's going to be 1.3 to the winner.
Do you want to take a vote?
Yeah, we can take a vote.
All right. All in
There's four
favor.
of
All
us.
in favor of 1.3. Hands in the air. Wave them. Oh God, we're.
I'm in last. I want as many points as we can add. You, Clay County math's got you again there, buddy.
What if we split the baby? Split the baby. Call it like 1.9. Just make up our own. Don't we have to make up?
Yeah,
a
we got
purse?
that's because your thing is you're also going to get it from another team.
Okay, let me get this straight. We came into this segment, and you were having a You were having a conniption.
I thought though that last year, and again, this part I don't know. I thought last year we took an anchor golfer. I didn't know we teamed them, and then if you had the golfer, you got the total. That's what I think happened last year, but I'm not enough to make it a big deal. I don't care what it's worth. I honestly don't. Make it worth $10.
Every time we do this,
just one. You get the one golfer total because we're giving. Here's why. Here's what we decided. The problem is you're getting 4 golfers this week that way. That's the problem. We pick 2 golfers every week. If you pick 2 teams and you give them all first place money, that's more than a golfer earns at that event. So that's why the 2.6 doesn't make sense. It should be 103 because the golfer you picked would only be winning that much.
All right, that's what you get.
Unless, you pick 2 different.
Who's up?
A different way.
I forgot.
Yeah, it's just terrible.
We have lost control.
Who's up?
It's me.
Oh, Stuart's up.
I don't like this.
Do it.
I don't know. We're gonna go
with Batchu Stevens.
Has anyone picked?
Bless you.
Wait, Bolton's got like Casey Jarvis and AJ Ewart at
I don't know what he's doing with some of these.
Doing,
what about Rico Hoey? Him and Lipsky. Formidable.
That's your boy, though. I hate this so much. I know this is going to backfire. Give me Wyndham Clark and Taylor Moore.
Ooh, there's some names.
Yeah. Wyndham Clark.
E? Is it E or Jeff? Jeff.
Some like a couple of no names are winning this thing, so it's my picking the right ones. All right, let me go back up here at the top and just throw a dart. Let's go with I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with I don't love any of these. I'm not gonna lie. Give me Billy Horschel and Tom Hoagie.
Oof,
there you go.
Horschel's the only guy that's won this event in the individual format and the team.
I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew he had won.
Comes down to you, EAT Junior.
Oh yeah, I'm going with my boy Aaron Ryan Sahith Thigala.
There you go. Mark them down.
Gloves.
Those are the Dream Fighters.
Two
picks.
gloves guy again.
That's right.
The segment went off the chains once again.
Yes, and it didn't go.
Started with the farter.
Didn't go worse for anyone than him.
Legendary.
That's Brunch for the Tour. I know you can't wait till we tee it up next week. You're listening to The Drill. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
Apologies.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. There's a certain romance to radio play-by-play.
We need you to be all strong and hot.
Experience the most play-by-play sports on 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Every day, K-9 officers put their lives on the line, tracking criminals, finding missing adults and children, saving lives. But they can't ask for help. That's where K-9s United steps in, providing life-saving equipment and training to police K-9 units across the country. Now you can help. Join the 9K for K-9, Saturday, April 25th in St. Augustine. Run, walk, or even go virtual. Every step supports these four-legged heroes. Sign up, donate, or learn more at K9sunited.org.
Get hit by the man in the back, Tommy Mack.
I'm bringing you straight to the gridiron to show you what it's like to put on the Jags helmet and pads.
Fridays on Jaguars Today. Unlocked by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors on 1010XL.
Hey, beat the spring cleaning rush and call Zero Res. Step into a fresher, cleaner home this spring with Zero Res. You might think because you mop off and your floors are clean, but they're actually collecting dirt. That isn't obvious to the eye. After a while, the hardwood or tile or LVP looks dull, and this is where Zero Res, and they can help you out. This month, get 20% off all hard floor cleaning. Get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $135. Call this number, 287-5727, 287-5727, or go online at ZeroResJacksonville.com. Make sure to ask for the 1010XL special. Zero Res! Spell it forwards or backwards. It spells the same. Zero Res.
prepping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
When my dad tore his meniscus skiing, he was told that surgery was the only fix. But surgery meant giving up his hobbies, so we went to Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. They specialize in non-invasive treatments that get you back to fighting shape. My dad got a platelet-rich plasma, or PRP injection. It took a fraction of the time to heal, and now he's back to doing what he loves.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Ackerman Urology has 4 locations for advanced urological care to improve men's health and vitality. Don't suffer the season with prostate, bladder, or kidney issues. Schedule a checkup with AckermanUrology.com.
Tom McMahon is here for Armstrong Fence Company, a locally owned and operated business on the First Coast for nearly 20 years. Known for reliability, quality craftsmanship, and professional service, Armstrong Fence handles it all, from big projects like stadiums and schools to your very own backyard. They build a wicked strong fence, and they do it right the first time. When you need a fence in Jacksonville, trust Armstrong Fence Company. Yeah, we did the fence.
Catch Gators baseball all season long on 1010XL. Pitched by the personal injury attorneys of Farah and Farah, Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville, and Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors. 1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Hold, please. Welcome back to the show. This is The Drill at 1010XL 92.5 FM. Draft coming up on Thursday night. Finally here. Finally something to get excited about. We asked earlier the Dream Finders Homes poll question just out of curiosity. We gave you 4 names that have been mocked to the Jags a lot. A lot of you, and listen, a lot of us, who the heck are they? Grayson Halton, Jacob Rodriguez, Jennings Dunker, and Jay Sean Barham. And Rodriguez, the leader. What do you think is there any chance one of these 4 could be the Jags' choice?
Sure.
On Friday night.
Yeah. Very, very, very.
What would you put the odds at that they move up or down?
I saw a weird suggestion that what the spies are hearing is that they would move down, which doesn't make sense to me unless you miss that first wave, right? I don't. Man, you want more picks?
I don't know. I'm just asking. Or do you want picks for next year?
Yeah, well, if you, that's also the word. People aren't going to be giving away picks for next year. Apparently, next year's draft is really good.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I remember them saying that last year about this year's draft.
Yeah, you know.
And like the quarterback position is a perfect example. You know, you said yesterday rightly that, man, you look at next year's quarterbacks, they look great. But, well, if you go back to last year, they were saying the same thing about them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Some of them the same guys.
I like these names. Guys like to put the list of names you need to know before draft day that are flying under the radar. Like, I've heard this guy's name. Like, I saw somebody say, I'd pick Trey Dan Stukes before I pick Caleb Downs. He's a safety from Arizona. Jake Slaughter's on this list. A 3rd among centers in run blocking grade and 8th overall in 2025. A steal in the middle rounds for a center-needy team.
I see Barber going ahead of him. Is it because of the position? He's a tackle? It must be it, right? Tackles more because wasn't Slaughter the more accomplished lineman from Florida over Austin Barber, the Trinity Christian?
Dejon Stribling, wide receiver from Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Older, but production speaks for itself. 23 career touchdowns, back-to-back 800-plus yard seasons. Don't be surprised if he sneaks into round 2. Jalen Kilgore, safety from South Carolina, filled in Nick Amanawari's role in South Carolina. 7 interceptions the last 2 years.
I've seen him in a Jags mock.
Takario Davis is a corner from Washington. Jacoby Lane's a wide receiver from SC. Anthony Hill, you've seen mocked. 31.5 tackles for loss, 17 sacks, 6'2", 240. If he develops consistency, he will be a perennial All-Pro. Why is a linebacker from Texas who has 17 sacks, 8 forced fumbles, 3 interceptions, and 31.5 tackles for loss and is 6'2", 240, why is he not in the first round?
Those numbers, that's his career numbers?
Yeah.
How many sacks?
40 career games.
40, how many sacks?
17.
17 and 40. I don't. Is it his size an issue?
I just said 6'2", 240. That's
it's probably an outside linebacker is probably why. And at the college game, that guy gets home a lot easier.
What are the Ohio State kid who they all
depends
love?
if he's a natural pass rusher.
Yeah,
I guess
that's just interesting.
They must say that this guy's going to be more of a linebacker. He's not going to be a pass rusher. I guess I don't. I'm with you. It sounds awful. Valuable. Your boy Sticks Jeremiah, you like him, right?
Yeah.
Daniel Sticks Jeremiah has
got a great name.
Put out his. I'm suppose this will be his last top 150. The top 150 serves almost the same purpose as the mock for us.
Yeah.
Without a first rounder, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. So you could just as easily go down to top 150 and look where the Jags pick and take that guy.
Yeah.
So just again, it's just another idea. And I think, what do you think the odds are as I go down through this top 150 that we will land on one of your poll question guys?
At 56?
At somewhere in the mock. Those guys will appear. It could be 81.
Oh, what number will they appear?
No. Will one of those four hit the number exactly on Jeremiah's? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Will his 56 be one of those guys? Will his 81 be one of those four? They might be, is my point. I've seen these guys over and over
let's find out.
Be mocked. So we'll go down to the Jags' first pick. Oh, man, it's going to be a long wait, isn't it? Number 56 overall, the Jaguars would be ready to select there. And number 56, I've seen this guy. This guy's a good player. Interior offensive lineman, Emmanuel Pregnon.
Not familiar.
Okay. Go down to
Where's he from?
Oregon. 81, Max Clare.
Okay.
88, Genesis Smith. This is not a mock. This is where guys fall.
Yeah. What's Genesis Smith? Well, here.
Genesis Smith is Arizona safety.
Let's find, okay, then give me 100, and then let's find my four guys and see what numbers they're at.
Devin Moore, 100.
Okay.
Former Gator. All right, let's see your guys. Where are they? Well, I have a pretty good idea from doing this that we're going to find Rodriguez up there in the 40s.
Yeah, you thought he's...
Jacob Rodriguez is 42.
42? So we're 56.
Who else is on your list?
Halton.
Okay, those guys are... you didn't put Anthony Hill, right?
No, where's he?
37.
Okay, so maybe he's moved up.
Got Ty Simpson up to 36. And by the way, if he finishes, it does go 36, Ty Simpson, he will make less money than had he accepted that $6.5 million offer from Miami. Oof. Don't know what he's thinking, dude. The amount of starts
plus another year.
The amount of starts he has, I don't know what you're doing, boss. You ought to go down to Miami, get that 6.5, and then go to the NFL. Yeah, that's a big mistake. Or you're so scared of next year's quarterback class that you're announcing to the league that, man, I'm scared to come out next year with those good guys. I'll come out now. There's no good implication for not taking that cash. All right, 43.
How about Harvey's boy, by the way?
Who?
Harvey's boy. Harvey Thomas, the Oklahoma kid.
R. Mason Thomas?
That's his name, yeah.
That's Harvey Thomas's kid? I never knew that.
Yeah.
44. Why isn't he a Gator?
Exactly.
44.
Okay.
He apparently got a little mean streak in him.
Yeah.
Harvey Thomas is the one that wrecked the moped and got hurt, isn't it? Both a tight end and a defensive end.
Trey Dan Stukes is 48, the safety from Arizona. So he was another name. One of my favorite players in the draft, who I would love, D'Angelo Pons, is 50. I think he's going to be a baller. But where are my guys?
I'm still. You said Stribling was
Jennings Dunker, 63.
63.
So he's available. And where's the base, the edge rusher, and the Oklahoma kid? We have not seen.
Barham is 77.
Who is?
Barham.
Okay, Barham.
And what's the other one? What's the last one?
Halton.
Who? Halton? Oh, yeah.
Grayson Halton.
I feel like he should be higher than this. I feel like he's been, maybe I may have scrolled. I mean, Halton's not going to be down in the hundreds, is he?
I wouldn't think.
I may have missed. Oh, no, there he is.
Way down there.
105.
Wow.
So,
see, there's no rhyme or reason, man. I mean, and you've seen him mocked as high as.
I've seen him in Jags mocks that were in at least the top 100. I don't know if I've seen him at 56, but I definitely have seen some of them. And again, even these become equally as likely because we have such a best player available
It's funny
ability
too.
this year.
It's like if you know the name, whatever, mentally, I don't care what anybody tells you. I don't care what anybody says. If you know the guy's name, you're going, oh, I like that pick.
Well, that's fair.
Right? Because I'm looking at, like, Harold Perkins.
Yeah.
This guy was a huge disappointment in college. Not all his own fault, injuries, out of position, whatever. But when Harold Perkins was a true freshman at LSU, man, did they rave about this guy's the next great one. He never was.
True.
He never was.
True.
So, anyway, it's just interesting going forward how it works out. And there's a lot of names that you will know, but chances are the Jags will take somebody that, like, Cage Casey, and you'll be like, who's that?
Especially when you consider this. The percentage of Jag fans, the percentage of people listening that are going into these mock drafts every day as they come down is very low. They hear 5 minutes, 20 minutes in the car, us talking about guys. Whoever. I would suggest there's a very good possibility that all 11 picks by the Jags, the majority of the fan base will have never heard of.
Right.
Doesn't make them bad players. It just means they're an interior offensive or defensive lineman from a big school.
Did you know that?
They're invisible.
Did you know that Sonny Styles' brother is Lorenzo Styles, who Daniel Jeremiah has ranked? He has Sonny at 3, right? Sonny Styles is a name you've heard. And then you go into the hundreds, and you'll find his older brother, Lorenzo Styles.
Is he also from Ohio State?
Yeah. If you're Lorenzo Styles, you'll be like, what the hell, man? What am I saying?
Little bro's better.
Little bro's better.
Little bro's better than you, man.
Why is he getting all the bank? And their dad played at Ohio State. So kind of a cool story.
Sonny Styles is this year's all airport. Be careful.
Yes.
He's the guy that it wasn't based on his play. It's the combine.
Lorenzo Styles is an Ohio State safety senior, number 109.
That's pretty good, man.
They are brothers. Both standout football players at Ohio State. Their father, Lorenzo Styles Sr., played linebacker 92 to 94. Lorenzo Jr. transferred from Notre Dame to join Sonny. Sonny has played safety and linebacker. Lorenzo, yeah, so we'll see.
Remember when Vernon Golston was coming out? He was that.
Yes.
That's what Sonny Styles gives me.
Mike Mamula.
Oh, man.
I got another speed trap as we
fall in love with that athleticism.
Yeah, Mamula, remember him? Well, we did it kind of with Derek Harvey to a degree.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got another speed trap in play. Brought to you by today's sponsor, in fact, Catlin Truck Accessories, radar detection and more. Speed trap JTB and 95 and a bunch of them out there. This is kind of feeling like a speed trap day, gang. They're positioned all over the First Coast, so keep those speeds down. Keep the streets safe. And keep that cash in your pocket. Back with hour number 4 on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Above Gotham looms its greatest hero. We're not a superhero. We're the Superstation.
Who are you? Oh, sorry.
1010XL.
The bat signal is not a beeper.
92.5 FM.
I just like the sound of it.
Frank Frangie here. It's Truck Month at Nimnick Chevrolet. Bigger and better than ever. Nimnick Chevrolet is offering supplier pricing for every one of those new Chevy Silverados. The same pricing normally reserved for GM supplier companies, now open to the public. And I'll tell you this, when you deal with Nimnick, it's good folks, man. They're going to treat you right when you buy it. They're going to treat you right after you buy it. They're going to treat you right always. I can guarantee you that. Shop at NimnickChevy.com or head to this dealership at the corner of Park and Castle. Who treats you better? Nobody but Nimnick Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Buying a diamond should be fun, not stressful. But at some stores, the pressure can be intense, with pushy salespeople and mandatory deposits. But at Beard's Diamonds, owner John Lupo says that's not cool.
They wanted to sell them only what they had, wanted a deposit right then and there. They did not want them to shop, and we don't do business that way. It's pretty sad that you don't want the consumer to go shopping. That must mean that they're not confident in their pricing.
It's different at Beard's.
We encourage people to shop. We want you to go shopping, to know that you're getting a better deal and a better better education at Beards. We will do anything we can to make you happy without putting deposits down.
No deposits, no commission sales, no pressure, no pricing games, no corporate rule books. John's son Ben sums it up nicely. At Beards, it's laid back and relationship driven.
There's plenty of options out there, but we're looking to go the extra mile when people want to patronize us, and it brings us great pleasure to see two lives be connected together.
Beards Diamonds, locally owned with over 4 decades of doing business the right way. At St. John's Town Center and online at beardsdiamonds.com.
Don't miss Renewal by Anderson's 1-month only sale event. Buy one replacement window or door and get the second 40% off. Plus, enjoy 0 down, no payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. It's the perfect time to upgrade with windows engineered for strength, beauty, and energy-efficient performance. Designed for Florida's unique climate, our acclaimed impact windows help keep your home cooler, quieter, and more comfortable. Offer ends April 30th. Restrictions apply. Schedule your free consultation at bestwindowsflorida.com. License CGC 1527613.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
April showers bring flowers. They also bring septic problems. And that's not the kind of spring surprise you want in your yard. Or worse, in your shower. Before a small issue turns into a big, messy situation, call Duck Duck Rooter. During April showers, Septic Powers promotion. Schedule a septic tank pump out at regular price, and Duck Duck Rooter will include a main sewer line camera inspection for an additional $99. See what's going on underground before you smell it. When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, experience the thrill of the Kentucky Derby at Best Bet. Saturday, May 2nd, watch the most exciting 2 minutes in sports and dive into the action with live wagering. This could be your lucky day. Mark your calendars and join us at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, or St. Augustine on Saturday, May 2nd for the Kentucky Derby live from Churchill Downs, the first race of the Triple Crown. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more details. That's bestbetjacks.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, rolling lot bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Chad and Sandy Real Estate. Jags voluntary workouts kicked off Monday. Head coach Liam Cohen voiced his impressions.
Great. Really good participation. The guys were locked in.
Florida baseball hits the back half of the homestand this evening, hosting Jacksonville in their second meeting. First pitch is at 6:30. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 9:08 and it's 62 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned, because it's Mr. Nasty Time, and it's next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
I'm fed, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty Time. Oh, Mr. Nasty Time. The nasty time.
Well, just as fast as Jeremiah did his 150, Kuiper's done his too.
Okay.
He's got Daniel Rickert from Virginia at 56.
81. Who was 56? Rickert?
Rickert.
Rickert.
What am I doing here? He has Grayson Holman as his 6th ranked defensive tackle. I thought he had the top. Maybe I read this wrong. No, I read this wrong. I'm sorry.
All right.
Let me try this again.
Okay.
I was going by this is by positions. Let me get the 150.
A couple of baseball notes. I was looking at a power poll yesterday, and I won't tell you where but it did. This is surprising. 8 of the top 10 from the National League, and that's when the Mets and Phillies not playing well.
Yeah,
that's a surprising number. 8 of the top 10. Meanwhile, the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason your guy hadn't been good. Well, your former guy hadn't been good out there. As Sugar Diaz is going, he's done for the year. He's going on IR. He's
3 months.
Yeah, he won't pitch again.
Yeah, he will. And he'll come back in October, just when the Dodgers need him, and it'll be like, oh, God.
He's too old. Didn't he just have this injury about 3 years ago?
No,
it was a different one.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say it doesn't matter because the Dodgers will go get Mason Miller. He'll be pitching for him by September. It's not. I mean, I'm not kidding. Yeah, the Dodgers will turn around and go get whoever.
The Padres aren't trading Mason Miller.
No, I'm being
but I know,
facetious.
right.
But yeah, whoever that guy, they'll go find the closer that no one knows what a steal it is.
Closers are so hit and miss. And I was looking at a list of like the top 10 closers going into the year, and like 8 of them have been terrible. It's amazing how that position is a year-to-year thing. Number 56 is Jay Sean Barham from Michigan.
Well, okay. Well, that's a guy
that would fit up. He also has this is Kuiper, by the way. 81 is Jalen Farmer, a guard from Kentucky. 88 is AJ Halsey, the safety from LSU, with Grayson Halton. 89. It's clear to me that Grayson Halton has moved down the boards a little bit here. And Keegan Trost, a guard from Missouri, is 100. But Emmett Johnson, a running back who we've been linked to, is 101.
Nebraska's good. That's a guy that Kuiper really loves. So he would have him there. The only Oklahoma lineman I want is Harvey's boy.
He has Carson Beck at 111, which would be 4th round.
I did see another mock that has the Jags taking a quarterback in round 6. I don't have as big a problem with taking 1 and 6. It's never a bad eye to keep rejuvenating the position and maybe hit on a good one. Mm-hmm. It was kind of ironic. It'd be another Clemson guy. Kate Klubnik is who they had coming in round 6. Again, that's a deep, almost throwaway pick at that point.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. So anyway, those are now your top position. Like, what is there one position? What position would you want the Jags to draft?
I want pass rush.
You want a pass rush? You want the edge guy. So you take the guy from Michigan then. He would be fine.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Right?
It'd be nice to have a hybrid like that does both, that outside linebacker / pass rusher, which is kind of what Devin Lloyd was.
Mm-hmm. His pass rushers, Reese, Bailey, Bain, Zion Young, who I don't know much about, from Missouri, Messidor, Falk from Auburn, Malachi Lawrence, UCF, R. Mason Thomas might fit in around 56. He's 8th. T.J. Parker, 9th. Cassius Howell, who I thought was going to be more. Barham is 12th in this. So 12 to 56. Wow, there is a premium on pass rushers.
What do you think they're going to, rather than what would you do or who do you want, where do you think they're going with that second round pick?
I think they're going defense. I don't think.
The only thing that makes me wonder is if Jadarian Price falls there, that they would do that.
Mm-hmm.
If they think he's like a game-breaking running back.
I don't think he will, but yeah, maybe.
Not Love, the second one.
No, I know. Yeah, no.
He could. I mean, to your point, he goes a little higher than that in most. But these guys that I like, my number one wish list, last year was Travis Hunter. They made it happen.
Mm-hmm.
My number one wish list would be Jacob Rodriguez from Texas Tech, because I just love that resume. Seems to be so Devin Lloyd-like.
Okay.
Very impactful. He gets to the ball, turnovers. It was faster at the combine than they expected. I mean, it all lines up with a position of need and a value that to me would make him a fun one to have.
39 years ago, April 20th, 1987.
April 20, 1987, okay.
Sports Illustrated had a cover, and it was called What They Make, the Salary of Every Player in the Major Leagues, page 54.
Is this just probably where they had just gone? We probably just had $1 million, or is it $3 million player? Kirby Puckett hit a milestone about that time.
Well, it's funny you mentioned him, but he didn't hit a big milestone.
Okay. Do we have $1 million player already?
Oh, yeah. We got Don Mattingly, 1.9.
That's the biggest salary?
No. Looks like Schmitty was, it's hard to read. Looks like Schmitty was 2.1 million. Jim Rice was 2.4. Jose Canseco was making $95,000.
I'm pretty sure that Kirby Puckett was the first $3 billion ball player.
Maybe
Probably
that's
the
it.
next year, 88 or 89. I was working in college at the time, maybe even been 90.
Willie Wilson was making $1 million a year. Gary Carter with the Mets was making 1.9.
Oh, what a time to be an owner, huh? What a time to be an owner. You can put a whole baseball team together
Dale
for
Murphy
$30
was
million
making
bucks.
1.9.
Well, good for him.
Pedro Guerrero was making 1.5. Paul Molitor was making 1.3 in Milwaukee.
You know what you notice there? It's all reasonable, and they all make the same. If you're a great all-star player, you're making between like 1.3 and 1.9.
Danny Tartable was not making a lot of money.
Well, that's too bad.
Ozzie was making some money. Terry Francona as a player was making $225.
Well, those guys were some of those guys you mentioned. We got some different typecasts here. Like Murphy's done.
Yeah.
Whereas some of these guys are just getting started and ultimately have some multi-million-dollar deals.
It's just interesting though. But look at
it's
those numbers.
Well, listen. You know why should we act like we don't realize? And this is what I mean. The only thing that's gone up at a higher percentage than those exorbitant salaries is the cost and toil on us.
Yeah.
Ticket prices, beer prices, water prices. Ain't no owner paying his player more. We are through them. Owners are just the cash app for us to pay Pedro Guerrero.
Comparatively speaking, 40 years later, Juan Soto is making 61.9, Cody Bellinger 42.5, Zach Wheeler and Bo Bichette tied for third. Vladdy is fifth, just ahead of Aaron Judge. The Mets payroll actually went down, but it's more than 5 times what Cleveland is spending. The Dodgers are at $316. The average salary in Major League Baseball, but it's buoyed by those high salaries, is $5.34 million. And you say all that, but baseball is very healthy. It's very healthy. So, it's people pay. They want to go to baseball games. They pay for entertainment. So, when I sit here and I say golf, how does golf survive? You might think the same about baseball, but baseball is doing just fine.
Well, the difference is baseball, it adds up. Like a baseball game, it only got 1.1 million. Yeah, 80 times, 160 times. So you reach 160 million, not just, a golf tournament. You can add up every tournament all year long, and you're not going to get to 100 million.
519 players earning $1 million or more. Which is
87?
No, right now.
How many?
519. Okay. 19 players earn $30 million or more.
1995, you could get a standard 16-ounce beer for $3 at Yankee Stadium. Today, it'll cost you $16.95. So, there's a reason that an average player making $2 now makes $10 because we're paying it.
Yeah, we're not paying it. TV's paying it pretty much. I mean, yeah, we pay. I mean, we pay for tickets. Like if you want to go to,
where did you watch the game? Peacock? How'd you get that?
Yeah.
It's nothing's free anymore very much.
I get my Mets package through my T-Mobile bill.
Yeah.
For free.
Yeah. Well, and you get some people get the Prime from the shopping aspect of it. So I get it. I just feel like these sports are all rolling in it so much. It'd be nice to have a fan appreciation year.
Yeah.
And let's just roll back just a little. We're not trying to steal your billions. Just a little bit more fan friendly from the economic side. They have that ability, and they won't reciprocate it all. I get it's a business, but sports teams and communities are more than the Kmart at the corner. It's more. It's a more engaged relationship, and I don't. Some things are priced where they don't need to be priced. They ain't doing anybody any good. It's extravagance.
Interesting. I'm looking at the. We'll go to break. Let's go to break. We'll come back. We'll catch up. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. 1010XL.
Great moments are born from great opportunity. And that's what you have here today.
Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at keybuickgmc.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Looking for insurance you can actually trust? That's Craig and Chris Kaprosky. Kaprosky Agency with Goosehead Insurance. For over the years, they've built their reputation the right way. Upfront, honest, always working to find their clients the best possible coverage at the best possible price. Man, home, auto, flood, umbrella, especially. Craig and Chris shop the market. Compare top insurance companies so you don't have to. And they have helped so many families, just like mine, countless times. Making the process simple. It's stress-free. Saves real money along the way. I'm so appreciative of them. If you want straight answers and coverage you can count on, call Craig and Chris Kaprosky and call them today. They're easy to get a hold of. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com. Craig.Kaprosky, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I at Goosehead.com. Or give them a call, 478-8422. They'll check for you, 478-8422. Sometimes a checkup is a great thing. The right insurance isn't just about policies. It's about people that you can trust.
Did you know that an annual coating inspection can extend the life of your building by years? Catching early signs like hairline cracks, fading, and moisture intrusion helps prevent costly repairs down the road and keeps your property looking its best. Our team at Performance Painting helps you stay ahead of maintenance with professional inspections and long-lasting coating solutions. Protect your building, protect your budget. Go to performance-painting.com to schedule a free inspection. Performance Painting, repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting. He speaks softly and carries a suitcase full of stories.
The quarterback whisperer.
Get an inside look at football's greatest position with Denny Thompson. Friday mornings on The Drill. Tuned up by George Moore Chevrolet on 1010XL.
Hey folks, it's Frank Frangie. When you buy tires, you should get more than just tires. You should get value that lasts. Well, at Big Chief Tire, every tire purchase comes with their Extra Mile program. That means $10 off every oil change, free tire rotations, free tire repairs, and more every time you visit. No points, no gimmicks, just real savings from a local shop you can trust. Call 904-932-0950 or visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com. That's how you take care of your car the right way.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Since 1977, we've been Jacksonville's local family jeweler with a beautiful selection of fine jewelry and certified diamonds. But we're also Jacksonville's leading buyer of gold, silver, and diamonds from the public. Gold has recently hit an all-time high at over $5,000 per ounce, and silver is over $100 per ounce. Pay bills, buy something fun. Now is the time to sell your gold and silver for cash and get top dollar, or trade it in for a new piece and get even more at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Hacker here with an opportunity. Drop 40 pounds by the 4th. You can do it. I dropped my first 40 in 6 weeks. Hayes did it. Dempsey, Amber, and thousands of others have done it. 40 by the 4th. Awaken. 180weightloss.com.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative. Now's the perfect time to order logo coffee mugs or maybe a logoed stick brand tumbler. They're seriously ice cold and look great with your company logo. Hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, buddy. Why so glum?
Stinky ice cubes, Jason. It's all downhill from here.
What?
The tap water at my place smells kind of funky. Funky tap water makes funky ice cubes. I meet a nice girl, invite her back to my place for a cocktail, and blow my whole romantic gesture with a mojito that smells like dog's feet.
Wait. I can totally make you way cooler.
I'm not taking your charity ice cubes, Jason. I have my pride.
Your pride is safe. Our plumbers can be at your house the day you call and install a whole home water purification system. Water tastes better, dishes come out cleaner, even your hair feels better after you shower.
Ooh, the ladies love a man with soft hair, don't they, Jason?
Life moves pretty fast. If you spend every day worried about the water in your own home, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
I'm not sure what just went on there.
What happened?
Technical difficulties.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, a song played that I wasn't trying to play. It was already in the log.
Oh. 3 better, 3 best.
3 better, 3
Yeah,
best.
well,
2 better on the board.
Got some 3 failures. Yeah. 3 better,
we
3
didn't
best.
we didn't bring that up at all. During the
Jack's
3 better, 3 best, did we?
Didn't meet the media yesterday as they're gathered for the offseason team activities first time this year. And what a difference a year makes, Dan. I mean, you don't have to be a genius to know how how much clearer things must be this go around than they were last year. I mean, just think about it. This time last year, your quarterback was coming off a shoulder surgery, and he's about to dive into his 4th playbook in 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you had just about an entire roster that don't know the terminology, they don't know the personalities, they don't know the quirks, they don't know the schedules. Everything changes. Now, a lot of those are, plug and play no matter where you go. It's not like one organization is completely different from the next. And now you head into 1 year and 13 regular season wins later, you head into a season. Do the Jags have the highest retention rate? This has got to be one of the highest retention rates in the league, doesn't it? Roster carryover?
I have no idea.
I would think that the Jags roster carryover would have to be top 3 or 4 in the league. They didn't lose anybody. I mean, they lost 4 or 5 players that contributed.
Well, I mean, the roster's getting made over. It always does in the NFL.
Well, they lost 1 starter on each side. No, am I missing something? Is there any other team that only has 1 starter different from last year to this? I would think not. Yeah. So a point being, there's a lot of carryover that you can have here.
Yeah.
You're at a whole different spot in getting your team ready for 2026 than you were for 2025, where you just had to get them up to speed first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
So I would expect, particularly offensively, we know how different it looked in the last 8 games. This year should start looking like the last 8 finished.
Yeah, it never does. Never does.
Hasn't in the past.
No, I mean, it's not isolated to just Jacksonville. It's the NFL. That's how,
sure.
I mean, a team could be, one way one year and who knows what next year. How many Florida Gators have led the SEC in passing since 2000? How many Florida Gators have led the SEC in passing?
I would say 2.
2?
I would say that Rex Grossman did, and I would say that Kyle Trask did. Is it 0?
No, Rex Grossman did it twice. That's it.
Trask didn't lead it in 2020?
2020's leader was Mac Jones, 4,500 yards.
Yeah. And Trask probably had 4,300 that year.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of yards in a college season.
A lot less than Joe Burrow's 5,671 in 2019.
That's just odd.
Bryce Young threw for 4,872 yards in 2021.
Threw for how many?
4,871.
4,871.
How many Georgia Bulldogs have led the SEC in passing since 2025?
25?
I mean, since 2000 in
all
the
right.
25 years.
All right. So I think 1, 2, 3 minimum. 3. I'm going to say 3.
What say you, E?
I got 2 that come.
Well, you got Stafford, you got Aaron Murray, you got David Green.
I was saying David Green and Matt Stafford.
You got Stafford, you got Aaron Murray, you got Stetson Bennett, and you got Carson Beck.
David Green didn't lead the league in passing, huh? He left the all-time SEC leader.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about I would have never thought Bennett. Yeah, I would not have thought they threw it that much.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, at the time, I didn't know Lad McConkey was like a stud. I thought he was just like insert little scat receiver here.
First league, he never got like a season by himself, right? He was like
that is
platoon.
amazing that Stetson Bennett. I mean, there have been some good quarterbacks in the SEC the last few years.
Yes, Stetson Bennett.
What Arkansas Razorbacks led the SEC in passing in 2009, 10, and 11?
Mac Jones.
A Razorback?
Nope. Yeah.
It's not Mac. He was.
Arkansas Razorbacks led the SEC in passing in 09, 10, and 11.
Oh, wait, no. I get all. Is it Sterner? No, that was earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was like when they won it in 98 or something. Man, it all runs together. Hold on. 09. Is it Brandon Allen?
Nope. I think this guy has passed on.
Wow. Arkansas. What? I'm trying to. All right. So Urban beat Arkansas. Was that the 09 championship or was that the 06? I can't remember which one was which. They beat Arkansas though to go win one of those titles. Man, how forgettable, huh? It was drafted, I assume.
Yes.
You said he led the SEC in passing all 3 years?
No, this guy led it 2 years, and then another guy came in.
Okay.
Did I mention when I asked the Gators, what did I say? 2 or 1?
You said
Grossman. 4.
No, I said Rex Grossman did it twice.
Yeah, you said Grossman did it
and
twice.
then Chris Leak did it. No. 4.
Oh, Chris Leak did it.
Yeah, Chris Leak. Good. All right. Let's see. What am I? Oh,
Ryan Mallett.
Oh yeah,
Forget all about that dude.
Oh, he's not here. He's not with us.
I don't think so. I think he
might
passed
be
away.
right.
He was drafted by the Patriots, right?
Ryan Mallett had a troubled life.
Yeah,
he
cannon though.
He got all off in the drugs.
I think he drowned.
Things. Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he drowned in Destin, Florida at age 35.
Yeah.
Caught in a rip current.
Ripped. Yeah.
He was a head football coach at a high school in Arkansas. Who led the following year? I don't remember him. This is bad.
Who led what?
Arkansas. It led SEC in passing the year after that.
Don't know. I mean,
Tyler Wilson.
Yeah.
So
I don't. I remember Tyler Wilson, but I don't. I would never have come up with it.
Also, another quarterback from the SEC who's no longer with us led the SEC in passing in 2000. The hefty lefty.
Oh, Jared Lorenzen.
Yeah. So it's Lorenzen, Grossman, Eli, Chris Leak, Jay Cutler, Andre Woodson twice, Stafford, Mallett, Wilson, Aaron Murray, Johnny Football in 13, Dylan Thompson with Spurdog in 14, Chad Kelly in 15.
Don't remember Dylan Thompson, name.
I remember him. I don't remember Tyler Wilson, though.
I remember Tyler. Well, that's funny.
Austin Allen, also with Arkansas in 16.
I said Brandon Allen. I meant Austin Allen.
Drew Lock in 17 from Mizzou. Tua in 18. Burrow, Mac Jones, Bryce Young, Stetson Bennett, Carson Beck, Jackson Dart, and Trinidad Chambliss.
Ole Miss, back-to-back years. We got some common denominators here. Lane Kiffin's got a lot of those dudes.
Yeah.
First as the coordinator at Bama, and then as the head coach at Ole Miss. How long was Lane at Ole Miss?
He was there for a while.
3 or 4 years, or more than that?
More than that.
Yeah.
Maybe 5, but I'm just guessing.
All right, let's take a quick time out. It is a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We're back with more next.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Gator Nation, this is your home for Gator Talk. 1010XL, 92.5 FM.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Here, and man, oh man, I am pumped. TopDressing.com is coming to do my lawn. We're set. We're going to see them out there on Thursday. Look, I met with their staff. They're great folks, just like us. Salt-of-the-earth guys, love sports. Locally operated right here in Jacksonville. You know, nobody likes that St. Augustine grass, so I can't wait to have their proprietary process go to work for me. And most importantly, I'm going to find out what proprietary process is when I watch these guys do their thing on Thursday. They're on the schedule. Transform your lawn to look like a golf course. Call today, get that free estimate, and top dress that lawn of yours like the pros do with TopDressing.com. That's TopDressing.com.
Quick question. Is your plumbing company run by plumbers or by people who've never held a wrench? At Holland Sons Plumbing, the owners are plumbers themselves. We're family-owned, veteran-operated, and built by people who understand the work. No corporate nonsense, no boardrooms, no suits. Right now, we're hiring service plumbers and residential new construction plumbers here in Jacksonville. If you want steady work, a team that's got your back, and owners who know the job because they've done it, give Holland Sons a look. Holland Sons Plumbing. Local, family, real.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care? Totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
I'm Clayton Bromberg, the president of Underwoods. One of the biggest changes we've seen in fine jewelry over the last 25 years has been the growth of jewelry designers. At Underwoods, we're the leader, bringing to North Florida the best names in designer jewelry. In fact, we carry designer lines in a similar way to how clothing stores carry designer labels. The difference is that jewelry designers have to be a little more timeless in their presentations because nobody wants to buy a fine piece of jewelry only to find out the next year it's gone out of style. That's why you'll find at Underwood's the best of the jewelry designer names, those that are tried and true and popular. Names like David Yerman, Roberto Cohen, John Hardy, Marco Bichigo, Jude Francis, Lagos, Hippolyta, and a lot more are all available right now at Underwood's. So if you want the best looks in designer jewelry, stop by Underwood's, San Marco, Avondale, or the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Beat the spring cleaning rush and call Zero Res. Hey, Hicken here. Step into a fresher, cleaner home this spring with Zero Res. You might think because you mop off and your floors are clean, but they're actually collecting dirt not obvious to the eye. After a while, the hardwood or tile or LVP looks dull. This is where Zero Res can help. This month, 20% off all hard floor cleaning. 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $135. Call 287-5727 or go online at zeroresjacksonville.com. Make sure to ask for the 1010XL special.
Zero Res.
Hi, folks. Frank Frangie for the farm at Okefenokee. My wife and I and a bunch of friends just got back from the farm, and we had an incredible experience. We toured the regenerative farm, as well as the beautiful handcrafted cabins, and were treated to a fantastic farm-to-table dinner created by Congreve and Penn. Man, was it good. Well, you can learn more at okefarm.com. That's okefarm.com. And even hear my interview with farm co-founder Doug Davis to learn even more about this amazing property. That's okefarm.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right, welcome back to the show. Still trying to get over the Knicks loss to the Hawks, 53-2 now, and leading by 10 points or more in a playoff game going into the fourth quarter, which was actually a pretty good record because 10 points is nothing in the NBA. So
that's true. I'm going to the golden moment for me. It comes from the same game, but I love the quote. The Madison Square Garden has produced plenty of villains for Knick fans to root against, through the years, right? Famous ones would be Trae Young or Reggie Miller or Jordan back in the day. And they started getting on C.J. McCollum yesterday like they got on Trae Young, even though Young's a lot more demonstrative and kind of brings it more on himself. Like they gave C.J. McCollum that same treatment, when it came to chanting his name and that kind of thing at the game last night. So after the game, real quick, and he said, I'm no villain. I got a wife and 2 kids. I'm boring. I'll just take it as a sign of respect. So anyway, that series is now 1-1. The Magic, you would think, would be back in action tonight, but no. NBA thought it'd be a good idea. Let's play one Sunday. Let's stay here in Detroit. We'll see you again Wednesday. Does that make any sense to either one of you?
What do we got now?
The Magic played in Detroit Sunday night, and Game 2 is tomorrow night in Detroit.
Too much time.
Makes no sense.
Yeah,
if you were going to travel
we have no
back,
game tonight?
No, we have games tonight, but not Magic game. The Magic don't play.
Why not?
It's a great question. Maybe Detroit foolishly was planning for hockey playoffs when this whole thing got started. Detroit didn't make the playoffs, did they? Haven't the Red Wings gone south through the years?
Yeah, Detroit.
Yeah, they were title town, hockey town.
They have gone. They were. They're the dead things now. They used to be the Red Wings.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. They're not very good. 1995-96, Michael Jordan was the NBA champion, the Finals MVP, the MVP. The Bulls were 72-10. He had the scoring title, and he was the All-Star MVP. That has to be the greatest season any NBA basketball player has ever had.
What was the resume?
He won every single thing there was to win. All-Star MVP, scoring title, 72-10. Is that the greatest record ever? Did somebody get 7? Did Golden State
got 73.
Yeah, they got 73.
MVP, Finals MVP, and won the championship.
Was he on the first? Well, he's probably first team all defense.
He's even better car owner, apparently.
Dang, right.
Yeah.
But this guy, all of a sudden, Michael Jordan, it's just good to see a guy have some success. I know he's worked awful hard, hadn't got much for it. Now on NASCAR all of a sudden. And by the way, I feel like NASCAR finagled all this for him to be the best. After the law, remember there was a law? I don't know the ins and outs, but I know it was so hard to win that he has a lawsuit going, and now they can't lose. Tyler Reddick. T-Red, we like to call him. Where does the 11-game losing streak play today?
Home
today.
Back home, you get booed.
You think? I was going to say, you think the boys are going to feel a little bit of the sweet comforts of home, get the support and enthusiasm from the crowd? Or
the only good thing about today is we got McClain pitching, which I like.
Yeah,
he's fun to watch, and
I'm just at that. I've got you. You have these little runs during a baseball season where I'm just like that. Just don't wake me up. Just let me just keep going because we're like, I could turn the game on. The Braves could be down 2-0, 3-0. I look back in an hour and it's 7-4 or 9-4 as they ended up winning last night. They've improved now to 16-7 with a win over the Nationals yesterday. They got a couple more in Washington the next 2 days, and. It's funny how your schedule seems to look a little bit more manageable when you get off to a good start and feel like you're a good baseball team. But make no mistake, the Braves are off to this hot start because you got to ride those grooves where you're doing both sides of the game well. And right now they're hitting. Scored the most runs in the National League. And they're pitching. They've got the best ERA in baseball and the second best bullpen ERA in baseball. And that's what has translated to a really nice start that is completely different from the start they had last year. That's for sure.
Yeah, I got that start. It's fun.
It's not fun at all. In fact, I looked. We last year at the same mark were 7.5 back of you. What are you, 8.5?
Yeah.
And not like that's some sort of motivator for you. We never got back in it, but I just to the standpoint of we talked about understanding what that was like a year ago. Trust me. Oof. I have to put it all on the line for your Knicks now.
Yeah. We got to get the Knicks going. See if they can bounce back and get a win on Thursday night in the ATL.
Do the Knicks retool if they don't make a run to the finals?
It's a tough.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's kind of under contract but that's the expectation. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to bang on a guy who's a great player, but I think being a great player in the regular season, your flaws might not show up as much as when it's the regular season. Like I never recognized or thought of Brunson as being such a defensive liability as the playoffs seem to it. Well, he had a bad night last night. I don't think he really played that well. So he's got to play better. That's and he will.
Said it. They 100%. I would be shocked if we're sitting here next Monday and it's 3-1 either way. I think it'll be 2-2. I think it'll go 7, but we'll find out. We'll find out. It wasn't going to do that. I will say this. I was muttering as I fell asleep down 12 at the end of third, Hick, that this is just a mirage, and they got hot against bad teams. It's the same old Hawks. Yeah. We're going to get blown out in the series and get swept.
Yeah.
And so at least they did that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's – I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It'll be interesting the rest of the way. Knicks just choked. They choked in the fourth quarter, scored the fewest amount of points they'd scored all year. They really only needed 20 points in the fourth quarter, and they would have won the game. No, they needed 17 points. And they would have won the game.
Well, that's for sure. You can't pick a bad time to have your worst quarter in 3.5 months. They scored 15 in the fourth, and those NBA, man, there's just something about that momentum that gets going into basketball again.
One of the big stories today in the NBA is that the Warriors may pursue Todd Golden if Steve Kerr leaves. A lot of people think Steve Kerr's going to leave. This would be obviously terrible timing for Florida basketball unless they can get Billy to come back.
I wonder if they could.
So we'll see. We'll see how this pans out, but. I don't know.
Let me ask you a question.
I think there's a good chance that Steve Kerr may leave. I just don't know if you're Todd Golden. There's a lot to like about Golden State, but I don't see it as a franchise on the. I see it on a franchise on the down, not on the up.
That seems pretty. I mean, Steph's 37,
and if you're if you're Todd Golden, you're intrigued with the NBA. That's great. You're better off taking the Magic job, in my opinion, than taking the Golden State Warriors job. How about that?
I'll ask you I'll give you guys a question. Mm-hmm. Would you rather have Todd Golden or Billy Donovan?
I'd probably say Golden.
I'd say Donovan, right?
Yeah.
Say Golden because of the youth.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Ain't no telling how long Billy Donovan don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm saying it more as if you turn back to Donovan because Golden said bye-bye. I mean,
he probably would.
Now, if you're talking about it for a game or a year, it'd probably be Billy, but it's a fair point that Billy's 60 years old, but, so you might have a 10-year run.
Actually,
Guys don't stay for 20 years
if it was for a game, I'd probably pick Golden. I think Golden's a better X's and O's than Billy. I think Billy strength is in.
I watched a guy tell his team to foul,
together.
and they didn't give up a game-winning shot for 3 at the end. He lost a little bit of those coaching chops in those final minutes against Iowa.
Yeah.
But to your point, we raved about his in-game adjustments, final shots. I can't
tell you how many times I've seen Todd Golden draw up a play that works.
Yeah,
versus Billy.
But Billy did remember
saying, "Hey, Irv, one-on-one at the top."
That's the famous
big shot, Irv, let it rip.
You forget this about Billy. The dude was the master of that inbounds play.
Yeah.
Remember how many of those alley-oops we get off the inbound back when Billy was there? We'd run those guys off. I mean, he was a master of that particular play. But I can remember us, even in all of his successes, complaining a little bit about the final second execution.
Sure.
That's fair.
I take either of them, by the way.
And by the way, there was news out of the Gator basketball program yesterday. It's not the news you want to hear. It's not the news that you might interpret it to be, at least not yet. Ruben Chinyelu is going to test the waters in the NBA, which, by the way, is the exact same thing he did last year. So if Chinyelu is smart and he goes through the NBA process and they tell him you're going to be picked 40th, the smart thing would be to return to Florida, play for 1.5 or 2, and then try it again next year. And there's also this unknown of what is Chinyalu's life plan. You know, he might want to get to the doctorate and get on with it. And so getting to the NBA quicker and finding out quicker if you're going to be able to play there or not, and then you go on to your second life. But if you love basketball, I would let Charles Bediako of Alabama be your guide. And all you dudes who think you're going to be a first rounder or a lottery pick, but in reality you may be second round or undrafted, just think about what it is you're leaving and giving up to take on, that bus ride from Little Rock to Jackson, Mississippi for the G League this week.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, we'll take a break. We'll make the turn for home right here on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be Jacksonville's #1 Buick GMC dealer. How do they earn that? By treating you right. I was just in there. I promise you they treated me right. They'll always treat you right. Courtesy, respect, and fairness. That sounds like a cliche, but it really is part of Nimnick's treating you right guarantee, and I'm an example of it. I love going over there, and I really do trust them. So if you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle or a new vehicle, head to Nimnick today. Better selection, better prices. Who delivers both? Nobody but Nimnick. Head there today. GMC, we are professional grade.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband and wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit cards, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Rolling. We're on call. week and can't wait a week. Call Roland Reese Plumbing, 260-7059.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Dailies. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Dailies is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Dailies. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Dailies is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Dailies. Dailies is made fresh, it's made local, and Dailies is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, making the turn for home here on the drill.
I got a good movie for you boys.
All right, I like a good movie.
But it's an exciting. It's not a blockbuster. It's not full of sex, drugs, and rock and roll. It's just a good, like, historical, just kind of cool movie.
Michael Jackson?
It's called Sarah's Oil. Sarah's Oil. It's about a little black girl in Oklahoma. It's a true story.
Oh, I saw that. I saw the.
It's called Sarah's Oil?
Sarah's Oil.
All right.
So a little black girl in Oklahoma, and then they had to land the federal land redistribution. They gave these little parcels of what they think is barren land to Indians and African Americans at the time, right?
Right.
Well, they give it to this little Sarah. She's 11 years old, and she's just smart as a whip. She's a genius. She can already read. She does all these things that she shouldn't. Most people wouldn't expect her to be that far along. And so she gets gifted her land, and she just like gets overcome with this feeling that there's oil on the land. And then it's the story of her. I mean, she's an 11-year-old negotiating with these oil tycoons, but it was good. It was just a good like family picture. I think you'd enjoy it. And there's some history there. Like I said, it was a true story. And then at the end, I always like those true stories where at the end they show you the black and white photos and some of the stuff they did. Like I met the president and I negotiated with Rockefeller and showing the photos of all this. It was a good movie though. I think you'd like it.
All right.
There's a new Michael Jackson biopic coming out. I want to say this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been running the promos out the yin yang on that one.
I think it split the Jackson family again.
Oh,
Has it?
goodness.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's easy to do, man.
Yep.
It's easy to split those jokers. How many have passed?
Not
Are they
many.
all? One of the brothers, didn't we? Didn't we lose one of the brothers or no?
I saw that Donny Osmond's brother just died.
Did he?
One of his, because they were kind of the same time.
Did Donny Osmond and Marie Osmond date at some point, or was that a mean, ugly joke?
That you just told? What are you doing?
Come on, bro. What planet are you on? The old Donnie and Marie's weird deal. I mean, that's a Saturday Night Live skit. Stop it.
I never saw it on Saturday Night Live.
Huh?
Two of them passed.
Two of them have?
Two of the Jackson Five?
Mike and Tito.
Yeah, I thought Tito did, but I didn't want to throw it on Tito in case it wasn't him. I don't want to put that mojo
Tito's
on there.
gone. Damn, we lost Tito?
Lost Tito in 2024.
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
There's some strange people in that Jackson family, man.
Oof. And what about the one that went all
Is it
like
Latoya? Latoya, the girl?
She missed her call. Too bad there wasn't an OnlyFans generation. She'd have been a fantastic Jackson.
Oh, dear.
Latoya's the one that looked like almost exactly like Michael, only female, right?
Yeah.
Have we seen Latoya? Is she still around? Are we sure that
I think
wasn't Michael in character?
Ever seen both of those in the same room? Latoya and Mike?
Latoya is 69 years old.
Okay.
Yes. Did Latoya Jackson have a baby? No. Latoya. Yeah, interesting. Anyway, get us out of here. This is gone off the
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Hello, Tony.
Morning, guys.
How are you?
Doing well.
What's cooking today on a 2 days before the draft?
Yeah, 2 days before the first round of the draft.
round.
Probably 3 days before the Jaguars pick. But Jamal St. Cyr going to join me for the program today as we continue to look ahead to the NFL draft. It's Tuesday, so we do our top fives on Tuesdays. Today's top five. Who are the top 5 players that the Jaguars have acquired, meaning they signed, drafted, or traded for since the start of the 2022 season? So this would be the 5th year kind of in that window.
All right.
Right, so going back to that 2022 offseason up until today, who are the top 5 players that they've acquired?
I like it. I like it. Good question, good thinking, good research, maybe.
Oh, yeah. I had a list of about 21 players that I got down to 5. Right, so there's a lot of options for people to go out there. They don't have to be on the roster, by the way.
Right.
Like, it's just anyone they've acquired over this time. So if there's guys that pop into your mind that fit, right, and there's a couple that I thought about really hard. Whether to put them in my list or not. So we'll have some fun going through that.
All right. Cool. Have fun.
Thank you.
Tony getting ready for Jaguars today. Our work is done here on a Tuesday.
It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you tomorrow. Jaguars today. Coming up next.
Yo. Time to swerve.
Swerve, 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 swerve.